Okay, y'all good to go?
Good to go.
Hold on. Just to be clear, we were reading to chapter 8, right? That's what.
Shut the fuck up, man. Yesterday, you corrected me on when we end, so you can't pull this.
I didn't correct you. You asked, and I told you.
That is a more accurate portrayal of what happened yesterday. Oh god, hoops. Oh no! Hello, one and all, and welcome to the Bog Frog Book Pod. As always, I am joined by the world's saddest blind boy, James.
What's up? I don't have eyes, but I know how to use a computer, dumb fuck.
he does know how to use a computer pretty well.
You got my ass. I laughed really hard reading.
It's good.
Like, I didn't... Just because I ain't got eyes doesn't mean I chose to not have eyes. You can't do anything.
Can't do fucking shit, you idiot. And he's like, no, I can't. Fuck you, dude.
And just like, shut the fuck up. Just show me how
computer's real good, I promise.
I'm just stupid, please.
I've
just been having my sister, mother, lover, wife, AI.
We'll get into it.
Yeah, there's a lot
Who's
to
this
get
other
into.
guy talking?
And I'm also... I am also joined by a man who is definitely making out with his sister on the job, Seth.
I'm not, but do I want to?
They're definitely smooching is the thing.
That is the problem.
They're making out on the job, man. Very explicitly.
What does he say? Her virginity would be in grave danger.
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't like that.
I didn't like that at all. I liked that really less than the incest.
I don't like that. I don't really know what to do with that.
There's a lot in here now.
Danger, man. That's no good.
I could not have predicted. I guess I could. I guess like it was possible because it was kind of in the first couple chapters. I could not have predicted how much incest would come up.
I thought there would be less. I thought there would be some, but not to this quantity.
So much less. It's like a major theme of the book now.
Love it. Great. Awesome.
Who are you?
As always, I am human. Wren.
Oh, there you go.
That's good. Yeah.
Human's good.
You forgot human? How could you forget human?
I forgot human until you said it, and I was like, oh yeah.
Human's so cool. I love him. I love him so much.
Very intense.
I love the piggies.
They're great. They're doing it.
Gross. But before we can talk about the piggies, let's talk about hoops.
Fuck.
All right. So,
yes.
I'm not going to explain what Hooptober is. I've done it 2 times, or I think I basically did it in the first episode of this, which is not out yet, but will be out by the time you're listening to this.
I hope it is. I don't want to do this out of order. Can you imagine?
That'd be so funny to release part 2 of this first. No, this will be out by like Monday or Wednesday. Probably Wednesday. Hooptober coming. The rules for this Hooptober must be 31 horror films, 6 countries other than Italy or the US, 9 decades, 5 zombie films, 3 cult or conspiracy horror films, 1 film from a black director with a black lead, 1 from a Mexican or Central American director, 1 Canadian film, 1 former Soviet state film, the most popular film from the 1940s that you haven't seen and can access.
Okay.
2 post-apocalyptic horror films. 1 film with dreams or a dream as part of the plot. The Animals Are Pissed at Us film.
Good.
1
Very
silent
good.
film. 4 films based on novels. Any film from this list you haven't seen, the list being Cinemonster, the guy who does Hooptober, his favorite horror films. One Ernesto Gastaldi written film. He's like a giallo writer.
Okay, yeah.
One film from 1932, and hit us with a bit of a curveball with this one. Specifically, this is the first time he's ever specified that there has to be a specific film. And this is The Wizard of Oz. From 1939.
What?
Yeah, sure. I mean, there's a witch in it.
There is. I'm just curious if there's like if you gave a reason.
It's got those scary flying monkeys, which I like.
Yeah, it's scary. And of course, one Tobe Hooper film. There must always be a Tobe Hooper film. And then there's the extra films, if you want, which are Burn Witch Burn, German Chainsaw Massacre, and Trick or Treat, 1986.
Good.
Yeah, whatever. My list. Who fucking cares? My list is the Tobe Hooper film. I'm not going to specify any of the other rules that I'm getting here, but the Tobe Hooper film is Spontaneous Combustion.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
What happens in that one?
I think the actual thing is that Brad Dourif has like some disease that makes him and people around him like burst into flames.
That's a good disease.
That's a bad disease to have. You know, you don't want
what do you mean?
It sure is. Okay,
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, it seems cool. Apparently, allegedly, according to something I saw on Twitter and then refused to follow up on because I just want to believe it's true. Kiyoshi Kurosawa's favorite Tobe Hooper film. Director of Cure and Pulse and Cloud from earlier this year.
Might have the juice then.
Yeah, he might know what he's up to.
Maybe.
My list,
we'll see.
Other than Spontaneous Combustion, Psychomania, a like bikers returning from the dead film. Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. Dead Sushi. Ozone.
Have you not seen Snyder's Dawn of the Dead?
I have, but I was a child.
Okay, yeah.
I was a very small child. I don't think I haven't seen it since I've seen the original.
Okay.
I don't think.
Okay.
And I watched Zack Snyder's first theatrical. This isn't a theatrical film. I was about to lie. First film effort, Michael Jordan's Playground, which is like a 45-minute Michael Jordan like inspires a child to play basketball and like tells his life story a little bit movie. It was cute. It was fine. So I guess this is going to start I'm going to dive into Zack Snyder's career more officially.
Okay, cool.
This will jumpstart that. Dead Sushi, Ozone, State of Emergency, Brotherhood of the Wolf, aka that movie that made Bloodborne happen, kinda.
Nice, love that.
Look up Brotherhood of the Wolf, and you'll immediately know what I'm talking about.
All right, I'll Google.
I've definitely seen this before.
It's directed. Brotherhood of the Wolf is directed by Christoph Gans, who did the Silent Hill film.
Okay.
Yeah, like it just looks exactly like that.
Yeah, it all makes sense now.
Yeah, it all makes sense.
It's the only thing you need, really.
Jackals, Dead of the Night, The Sentinel, Bones, Terrified, Evil Words, Vi, I think is how you say that. VIY, not really sure. Dead End Drive-In, Long Dream, it's an adaptation of the Junji Ito short story. The Wind. I also didn't know it existed. I didn't know it existed until Shelved by Genre Uzumaki bonus-ode, because it's directed by the same guy who did the Uzumaki adaptation. But like on a TV.
Really?
So
that's the same guy.
This episode a lot.
He directed Mushishi as well.
Whoa.
Yeah, which is why Uzumaki was very exciting for me. I should watch that. So I think of him highly.
Color Me Blood Red. The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward. The Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
Murders in the Rue Morgue. The Tenant. The Resurrected. The Ritual. Razorback. H.P. Lovecraft's The Dunwich Horror and Other Stories.
Okay.
Girls Night, that's girls with a Z.
Oh, that's how you know it's good.
Yeah, that's how you know that's shit's good. Church of the Damned.
Whoa.
Black Devil Doll from Hell. They Don't Cut the Grass Anymore. And Norway. And then the 3 extra ones. So after Razorback, I just had like a bunch of space. So I went to my watch list, made it so it only showed me horror films, and then sorted by shortest.
Nice. Hell yeah.
So I was like, I just want to... Everything else, I just want to be really short. I don't think... There's like 2 or 3 of these that hit over 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I focused on shit that was short.
You wanted an easy year.
Yeah, I wanted to not feel it as I didn't want to feel the burn as bad.
You know, man, fucking fair enough. It kills you every year. You would
I didn't want to hit the end of this and be like, I don't know if I want to watch movies anymore.
You always come out hating film.
Yeah, and then, you know, by the end, by the time, like, July rolls around, I'm like, oh look, October's coming up.
Whoa, film, hell yeah.
Yo, I can do this. Yeah.
Sick.
Hopefully, you know, it'll be different this time, I promise.
Also, I wish to correct myself. The director of, she directed the first episode of Uzumaki, the episode that looks really good.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, not the Uzumaki.
Yeah, not the live action film.
Oh no, not that.
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I'm so sorry.
The director Higo Chinsky.
What a name!
Yeah, is the director of Uzumaki and Long Dream, which apparently these came out the same year.
Yeah,
2000.
Yeah, 2000. This is like a 58-minute television film.
Yeah, bust that out.
Yeah, I can. You know.
In a weekend.
Yeah, in a weekend.
Yeah, that's
okay.
fine.
This looks crazy. I'm probably gonna watch this.
It seems really cool. And also Long Dream is just I think still my favorite Junji Ito like short story.
Me and Seth had a conversation once talking about Junji Ito at the same time. We just said Long Dream was fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
That's good.
Yeah, it's the best.
Makes me feel bad.
It puts terrible feelings in my stomach, and I feel like I'm dying.
God, my fucking sound settings are weird now. What's happening?
Why?
No, so sorry. I'm gonna sound a lot louder now than I did before.
You do sound a lot louder now than you did before.
So when me and Wren joined this call earlier, I was at 87%. And then I adjusted my volume up to 100. And then I just now checked my sound settings because I was recording quietly. I was like, what the fuck happened? And I was at 67%. So I'm going to leave this sound window open on another screen so I can just make sure my computer isn't lying to me anymore.
So you can make sure that you can clearly hear the Silk song.
The Silk song
of Wren's voice.
The Silk song coming to a TV screen near you. Long awaited Metroidvania video game.
You know, I guess.
What would you say? What video game genre would you classify it within?
I don't know if it's long awaited.
Short awaited. It's only 7 years. Who cares?
It's true. It's true. It's only 7 years. 7 long years of people posting on Reddit about how much they want the video game. It's pretty good. I don't know. You would expect it very different. That is somewhat of a hot take right now, though, which is strange to me. You guys have been hearing the discourse on Silk Song?
I've been hearing the discourse that I always hear about any video game that asks anything of anybody, which is, it's too damn hard.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. It's like, it's too hard, yo. And I'm like, I don't know.
I saw a meme where, classic
meme.
You heard of them?
No. Hate them.
Where it was a video of the tutorial area of Hollow Knight. And, above it said Hollow Knight tutorial, and then there was on the other side it said Silk Song tutorial, and it was just a picture of Hollow Knight.
That's cool. Much like the Chinese adaptation of Tall Girl, I don't know what to do with the discourse surrounding Hollow Knight. Oh, I've been clicking a thing. I should probably stop that. I'm so sorry, editor, whichever one of you it is.
Thank you.
I don't know how long. I'm so sorry. I saw it on the waveform, and I was like, oh, fuck, I messed up. But then, the discourse...
real quick, for people who don't know, Silk Song is the sequel to hit indie game Hollow Knight, which is a game where you play as a bug. In that one, you play as a little beetle guy.
Yeah.
That, I don't know, sucks or something.
Sucks or something, it's true.
And then in this one, you play as Hornet, aka Silk Song, who's like a more agile critter that you meet in that first game. I don't know what the lore of this is, but I don't really care.
They're all like demigods. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Someone cares.
Are you lying?
I'm not at all. I
thought they were bugs.
They're bug demigods.
That's bullshit.
It's not. It's the lore of the object, and they're like, "Whoa, lore, fuck!" and everyone explodes. And there's a 14-hour lore video about why Hornet's actually the coolest, most epic character.
So, do you like this video game?
Can I not pontificate, James? Can a man not pontificate?
No pontificating.
What rush are we in, suddenly, in our episodes that go for 3 fucking hours? God damn!
No pontificating!
Why can't a man pontificate? It's always my goddamn sexism where it goes off the fucking rails. I like this video game.
I'm reading Linux forums in this conversation as well. So I'm a little
Why?
distracted. Because I'm trying to figure out why my computer's lying to me.
Yeah, I think this video game is very good. I think I stopped having issue with it when I stopped trying to play it like it was the first game, and I started,
You started using your D-pad?
Yeah.
You're at 64% now!
That's good, man. I'm happy for you. Yeah,
how's using the D-pad working out for you?
Good. The game's playing a lot better. I don't know if you could have predicted that. But
who could have seen this to be the case?
You and Chloe, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Very specifically. Could have imagined the scenario.
Friend of the pod, Chloe? That one?
No, different Chloe.
Mm.
Different Chloe, you guys both don't know.
Enemy of the pod.
Enemy of the
state.
We used to have an enemy of the pod, but I forget who it is. Is it Frown?
It's probably
no,
Frown.
I think it was like a true, an actual evil human being. I think Orson Scott Card is an enemy of the pod.
Yes, I think we've called him an enemy of the pod. Yeah.
You've called a few.
We've probably called multiple people enemy of the pod.
Yeah, doesn't matter too much.
Doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, I'm having a great time. I'm really enjoying the visual direction of Silk Song. It's leaning a lot into that very Catholic and medieval look with bells. So many fucking bells and cool armors.
A big bell motif from what I've seen from you playing it.
Yes, so many fucking bells. I fought 2 clockwork bugs.
Oh.
You start fighting mechs halfway through.
That's pretty sick.
It's a good time.
I'm glad to finally have an answer to what would mecha look like in the Worm universe.
That's true.
It'd be bugs.
That's true. It would be bugs.
Definitely
Don't
not
think about
dragons.
dragon too hard. Don't think about it.
Not dragons. Definitely not dragons. I like the dragon ships for no reason specifically. I drink my water. I've gotten decently far in the game now. I was having a truly terrible week and spent a lot of that time playing Silk Song. And I made a mistake in doing that. Because in the background, I was watching The Sopranos. And
yeah.
Now a lot of the areas are inexplicably tied to Newark, New Jersey. And I'm running through this mossy green area, and I start thinking about the meat shop, and I'm like, I don't like how intrinsically tied these have become in terms of association, because so many episodes were happening in that fucking meat shop in season 4, and it's just a lot, and I don't know what to do about it. And then I started watching more shows, and now other areas are tied to different things. Like, a lot of the game is tied to Atlanta, because I rewatched Atlanta.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know, it feels weird. It feels strange.
You're anchored.
I'm anchored. I don't know if Paperboy is going to be able to get out of... What the fuck is this game? What is this game's, like, region called? Parahome?
That's
Farahome?
What did you say?
It's not good.
That's Homestuck as hell.
Let me
That's
look
like
up.
such a Homestuck ass name. They need to try harder.
They probably should try harder.
They should have delayed it.
7 years on it.
5 more years of development.
They should have spent 7 more years on it, and then they could have made it $70.
Thank God.
The only difference is that they would have come up with a better name for the setting.
Alright, it's Farloom.
That's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's not great. Better than Randland, you know?
Oh, fuck.
But that's not official, by the way. Just making sure.
Okay, of course. Thank you.
As far as I know. I guess I haven't finished the last 8 of those books.
There is an area later that has some really interesting architecture that I am really, really excited to get to. Because I'm stuck currently.
You've been cheating and been looking things up? Cheating?
Yeah. I looked up this one thing. Want to know why, James?
Why, Red?
It was in the trailer, and I wanted to know what it was.
Cheater.
Kill you. Because I'm like, I'm decently far in this fucking game, and I want to know when I get to this cool area with coral in it. And I still have a bit to go, actually.
You love coral.
You don't know that. You don't know that at all.
I know what you're about.
No, Seth, do you know what I'm about?
Regrettably, I think more than you would enjoy.
That's probably accurate. Oh, but I'm having a great time. All of our friends who are playing it also seem to be having a great time, except for Fran, who I think is suffering.
Yeah, but Fran is always suffering. That's like his default state.
Yeah.
It's not a happy man, generally.
No. I got an update on him on where he is with something, and I was like, that's no good. That's no good.
In contrast, our DMs have been us happily sharing with each other our clock widgets that we've set up on our phones so we know what time it is and where the other person lives. So, you know.
That's beautiful.
That's something, man.
It's nice.
I have had Moscow saved on my phone for a long time.
Yeah, I got on my home screen. It's great.
On your home screen?
Yeah, I have Moscow, I have Dublin, I have Sydney, so I know where all my friends are.
Oh, that's good. I should add Sydney.
Yeah. So you're done with Silk Song? You finished it? You think it's fine?
I got some more fucking game to play through. I think it's great. I'm probably going to keep having a good time with it. And when I finish it, I don't know if I'll update the podcast, but I'll certainly have opinions on it.
Nice.
Let's check the docket to see what's next.
That
transition is terrible.
Silver balls.
Yeah.
What does this mean? What is this? What is this?
Y'all know what Gintama translates out to?
Okay. It's a silver soul, isn't it?
Silver balls.
Yes. Kind of.
It's roughly silver something.
It's like silver soul, but the goddamn sound.
It's because this is it because the slang for balls is egg and gintama, right?
It's more contrived than that. I had to
even
read about
more
this to make sure I could say it right. Yeah, so kintama is balls, testicles. Jintoki is the main character of Gintama, and he's based off a real or a historical figure or legendary figure, whatever, called Kintoki. So if the manga is named properly, it would be Kintama, which means balls. So it's like a contrived, one of those deeply contrived Japanese puns. That's like, what is happening? You gotta get 3 layers deep on it.
They do the best puns.
They got it. They got it down like nobody else. Is all I'll say. You know. But yeah, I've been reading Gintama. Have y'all read Gintama at all? I think Seth, you've read like a smidge.
By a smidge, I've read up to. I've definitely read past this because I remember reading more than this. But this is the last like big arc that I remember. I have read to at least chapter 168.
Okay, so you would still be ahead of me at that point. Okay.
Yeah, I remember. Like, I remember mostly what happens in the big, the quote unquote serious arcs.
Yeah.
Which is only 2 of them, up to that point.
Yeah.
But
I watched the first 10 episodes,
and I remember like.
Good time.
I think it just keeps getting funnier. Is the thing.
It does. It's really fucking funny. Is the thing. I'm at like 125. I just checked. It's good. I really. It has that thing that like the best Three Stooges and like Looney Tunes shorts have of like you just hear the premise and you're like excited. You're like, oh, I see where this is going. And I'm just like excited to see all these characters ping off of each other after a certain point. It's very delightful. I just like it.
But
also,
what is it?
What is it?
Give us a history, man.
Yeah, it's set in it's a manga. It is set in a fictionalized version of the Edo period, where instead of all samurai things happening, a bunch of aliens show up and like colonize Japan and the Earth, basically, and outlaw the samurai and outlaw swords.
Just like the period.
I think a lot. When I first started reading this, I was like, "Is this a drama queen?" Has nobody been talking about how this might be a drama queen? You know, the manga drama.
Yeah,
queen?
but
yes.
This is good.
Yeah, the difference is I think this has a lot more complicated thoughts. I think this isn't the Turner Diary. Also,
no, where drama queen is the Turner Diary.
Yeah, it's just the Turner Diaries. It's like, oh my god. I think it's a little more complicated. There's more complicated things happening in like the background of this. It's like, but it's mostly a comedy manga, and it follows our brave heroes Jintoki, a layabout lazy samurai boy who like does odd jobs. That's his thing. Great engine for a manga because he can just be doing different shit every goddamn chapter. Shinpachi, a loser fucking dweeb with glasses who wants to save his dojo.
James.
He doesn't talk about it very much anymore, which I think is really funny.
He looks like
he does talk about how much he loves idols.
Yes, he loves that one idol.
That I can't remember the name of.
Can't remember.
Bro does look like you as well. We can't ignore this.
I guess.
You are the Shinpachi of the pod.
It's true. This is true.
Who am I?
Seth is the Jintoki. Ren is the Kagura. This is obvious.
I need to look up who Kagura is right this
she's the best.
She's so fucking funny,
fucking
dude.
awesome.
She's my favorite.
Fucking incredible.
Wait a second.
She's like this 13-year-old girl, I think, and she's also an alien though, so like she's like super strong and durable, so she's like kicks ass.
Oh yeah,
dumb as bricks.
I'll take that. I'm not dumb as bricks.
She said,
I mean, the thing is that they're all dumb as bricks.
They're really dumb.
I want to be the bird.
The bird?
The bird who might be a man.
Elizabeth?
Elizabeth.
What a show!
Elizabeth is so good. So yeah, those are the three primary characters, and they're like, things happen, they ping off of each other, and like, antics. The cast keeps growing and growing and growing, and it's very fun watching that. I think. Again, you get the first, because a lot of it is like 2-chapter arcs basically, just like little chunks, and it's really fun. Like, character gets introduced, you spend a few chapters with them, and then like they just keep popping up over and over again. And you're like, oh, it's the ninja girl who's obsessed with Jintoki and like can't see shit for dick, so she like misunderstands her environment constantly. That's good. A+. I get excited when she shows up. It's good time. One thing it's got me thinking a lot about. I texted Wren about this. One thing it's got me thinking about a lot is Shonen Jump used to be insane. Like, at the time this manga is running, like, Naruto is running, fucking One Piece is going, Bleach is going, Assassination Classroom happens within the run of Gintama. Like, it starts.
Yeah, because Gintama goes for over 700 chapters.
Yes, I think
Hunter's probably going at this time.
Every once in a while.
Hunter's happening. Because I'm reading scans of the official Viz releases.
Damn. That's
I'm
good.
getting advertisements for like the manga that they've been putting out, and they got like Hunter in there and stuff. Like, it's really fucking Monster, not Monster. Claymore. Claymore is being advertised.
Good.
Happening.
It's just crazy. It's one of those things, like, all this stuff is just like happening at the same time. Like, what a fucking time. But yeah, it's just like, I just been thinking about Shonen Jump a lot because notably Jintoki likes Shonen Jump, and so he's reading it himself all the time. And so I'm just thinking about that, and I'm like, it's crazy. It's crazy that all this stuff is happening at the same time. Like, it's just in the same magazine. Like, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, what's happening in Shonen Jump now?
Black Clover every 4 months.
Except Black Clover's not in Shonen Jump anymore.
It's in.
Is it on
Shonen Victory?
Yeah, it's in like the quarterly manga now for his final arc.
We got
Ichi the Witch. People like that.
That's good.
Chainsaw Man's happening.
That's
it's
Jump
not in
Plus,
Shonen Jump.
Okay.
We got
JJK3.
Like Kagurabachi's big. JJK3
Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi is still going?
Dog, I don't know how it's still going. It's such dog shit.
If
you're listening to this mangaka, I'm so sorry.
Witch Watch Blue Lock in Shonen Jump? Is that one of those?
I think it stopped.
No, Blue Lock is not Shonen Jump. I think that's Weekly Shonen Champion.
No, the Witch Watch. Did he not say Witch Watch?
I thought you said.
Yeah. No, I said Blue Lock.
Oh, I heard Witch Watch.
I'm like, what is happening?
Which I thought stopped, but is still going somehow.
Yeah, it is still going. God bless.
Akane Banashi is still great.
Blue Lock is in Weekly Shonen Magazine.
Yeah, that checks.
Weekly Shonen Magazine. Huh.
So not, a different thing.
Oh my god, have I ever told you guys...
Samurai still going? Ugh.
Dog, I don't know how!
What?
I hate that manga.
Me and Robokoko is still going.
That gets passed for me. I don't know. I don't read it. It's probably fine. But like,
sometimes a chapter will like pop up on Twitter where someone is like, "Look at this bit," and it's a bit for like 5-year-olds, and they all laugh, and I'm like, "I'll read that chapter." And I'm like, "Yeah, the bit's for 5-year-olds."
That's what you want.
New Eyes Exorcist is still going, which always fucks me up when I see it.
They got a lot of fucking ghost shit happening in there, don't
they?
Dude,
so much ghost shit.
What happened? Like, what?
You gotta realize there's always ghost shit happening.
There is always ghost shit, but
it does seem like reader like you are.
It does seem like recently there's been more of that. I think it's Demon Slayer.
Okay,
I think that's what caused it.
The toilet.
I think that's what actually made it start working.
What were you saying, James?
I was gonna say Demon Slayer or the toilet bound, whatever the fuck about the little boy.
The toilet bound Hanako.
I mean,
there were
Sakamoto days. People like that.
I don't know why.
It seems like it was probably fine at one point. I haven't read it.
It was fun for the first 50 chapters, and then it stopped being a gag manga, as is the natural progression of so many gag manga. Tragically,
except Roboco, still going.
Still
going strong. That's why it gets a pass from me. I'm always happy.
We got fucking Ping Pong Peril, which is pretty fun.
Which is fake. That's a fake thing you just made.
That's not fake! That's real! I have to read it every fucking week.
You don't have to read it.
Yes, I do!
You choose to do this to yourself.
Speaking of...
But James, I would have to read Nice Prison if I if I didn't. Oh! Fuck,
I think
dude.
I might have said this at one point, but Elusive Samurai is the reason I like stopped reading manga for like months.
No.
It's so fucking mid.
It's so unfortunate because I remember I never finished Ass Class, but I was like, I enjoyed what I read of it, so I was like, oh, new manga by the Ass Class guy. This will be fun. And then like it was like legitimately like 11 chapters in, I was like, I can't keep reading this.
I'm done with manga, I think.
Because I was keeping up with like not everything in Shonen Jump, but I was keeping up with like a lot. Basically any new series I would be keeping up with.
As it goes.
Yeah, as you do when you're mentally ill. I'm shocked that you have been able to keep up with it as long as you have.
So a lot of them I'm not. I kind of stopped being, like, I'd say a year and a half ago is when I was done being caught up in everything. I'll still pop into stuff.
What broke you? What made you be like, I can't do this anymore?
Fuck. I mean...
Was it me berating you for constantly punishing yourself in this way, or was it a different thing?
Part of it was there's just trash and Jump. Like, I was excited that JJK was coming out, and Kagurabachi had just started, probably. And I was like, these two are good. And, like... I don't know, One Piece is in a weird fucking space. I don't really like reading One Piece anyway. And I've hated reading My Hero for the past 4 fucking years. I don't know what I have anymore. And I just gotta stop.
Black Clover comes out once every 4 months.
And maybe that was the death. Because that was my favorite thing to read weekly. Let me say quickly, one of the current new series, Otor of the Flame, don't read that. Read the author's previous canceled work, The Hunters Guild Red Hood, which shouldn't have been canceled and was fucking awesome.
I really appreciate that you have been beating the Hunters Guild Red Hood drum since, like, it started.
Everyone should read it! Please! I'm adorable, Seth, it's not weird! I'm a normal guy who just like Hunter Red Hood, man. Fuck.
You're so normal.
I have to look this up. What the fuck is this?
It's really good, man.
It looks fine.
Really?
It's just mid shonen nothing, but the art's gorgeous and there's werewolves.
This is your goat?
I mean, it's no High School Family, but it's pretty good.
High School Family's so like good.
I recently...
It's probably the best comic.
I'm not really going to talk about this because it's for another thing. I recently resubscribed to the Shonen Jump app.
Okay.
Mostly because I wanted like a place to read decent scans of Dragon Ball, which for the first time ever, I've read the entirety of Dragon Ball, what is colloquially known as Dragon Ball. Pretty good. I'll
really
talk
emphasizing
about it more.
The ball part, man.
Dragon Balls.
Ball.
But I'm looking at like I'm looking at the shit that I was reading at the time, and it's like, damn, I was 3 chapters away from finishing all of Bone Collector.
What the
Wait,
fuck is
Bone Collector? Wait, I know Bone Collector.
Yeah,
why the fuck were you reading Bone Collector?
It was coming out.
I guess
I had read like 20 chapters of Magu-chan, God of Destruction.
That one sucks.
I started reading Mission Yazakura Family.
You don't need to do that.
It's just like, this is all a bunch of shit that does not exist. 7 chapters of Ghost Reaper Girl.
Oh, I mean, if you have to, man.
So much manga is happening all the time, and nobody's talking about it.
That's the thing, isn't it?
We're talking about it right now.
I'm sorry we completely fucking hijacked.
No, it's fine. I don't know if I had like a thesis.
We should get everyone to read Jiangxi X. Not Jump, but Jump Plus. You guys should all read Jiangxi X.
Is that
it's
the
really
fucking
good,
one?
actually.
What? That was by someone, right?
No.
No, that is... Hold on. What was the one that was... I don't fucking know. This is all
Norihiko
bullshit.
Kurozono. I don't think Norihiko Kurozono's done anything.
This... I look like... It kind of looks like that. No, I was thinking of some other horseshit that I'm not going to try to look up right now.
Oh,
He
wait.
doesn't-
What the fuck? Okay, he has more published work than I thought. It's still nothing, like... super...
We
popular.
got some cool stuff.
What was I
Oh, he has a
thinking
new thing going on? What?
I was thinking of some other bullshit that I can't remember, and it doesn't matter. I've finished Build King. I read
Why,
all of Build
man?
King because I regrettably,
It's Build King!
yeah, regrettably, I really like Toriko.
I was gonna ask, have you finished Toriko? I could never finish it.
I do think the final arc is pretty bad, but I think it has one of the funniest tournament arcs of all time.
I don't
Which
think I
is-
ever got to the tournament arc.
It's so fucking funny. Near the
Yeah.
end, I'm just gonna spoil it because it's
Who cares?
who gives a
Who
shit? It's
gives a
Toriko.
fuck?
If you cared about
Man.
Toriko, you probably would have already read it. Or
If
maybe
you
this
haven't
will-
read it, what the fuck?
Looking at Toriko, I'm like, oh, that's where that guy comes from. Okay, this fucking freak
Yeah.
I've seen
He's
for
so cool.
years and not known the name of.
I wish the author wasn't a pedophile.
It would be so
damn.
convenient for talking about that manga.
Tournament arc where it's they set up where it's like, oh, this massive cooking competition. Because it's all about food. That's what Toriko is about. It's all about food.
It's all about food.
This massive cooking competition, and it spends maybe 2 chapters setting up all the rules, and then I don't even think a single chapter goes by before it gets completely derailed, and
That's
it
good.
turns into a huge other thing going on.
Thank God.
And I just think it's so funny. It's like they set it up, and this is late in the manga too. This is over 200 chapters into its
fucking funny.
350 chapter run, and it's just immediately derailment. Doesn't even barely pretends that it's gonna do the thing at all.
Toriko, what I'll give it is it has some kick-ass animals.
Dude, the fucking critters are so good.
I was skipping through chapter 1 again just to see what was up. I'm like, yeah, Gator, really fucking good.
Gargate is so cool. I like food things. I like things that are really that like food. It's something.
You ever read fucking Food Wars?
I tried a few times and I could not get past. I think the second arc. I just didn't care.
That's rough.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing going on in that manga so far.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that people enjoyed how it ended at all. So I was like, okay.
No, it's
You ever
pretty
play,
trash.
You ever played Battle Chef Brigade?
I own it, but I
I played
haven't.
a little.
I think they give that game out. It is the
Yeah,
most
they really.
free
I don't
any
even.
video
I
game
did
has
not
ever been.
buy it. I can tell you.
I don't
that
know
for
where I
free.
acquired it. It just kind of appeared in my library one day. I'm like, okay.
I remember when it came out, and people were like, "This is pretty good."
Yeah.
I think it came
The
out
buzz
around the
was,
time
it's
the
okay.
Switch came out. I think it was a Switch 2 launch
Yeah,
title, basically.
yeah.
So it was one of those.
Like fucking Master Blaster Zero or fucking the Inti games that came out where it's like, yeah, there's 5 games on the Switch, so you might as well play these, I guess.
Yeah, it's these are that beautiful moment in
God.
time when any game that released on the Switch would sell 1 million copies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
'Cause
nothing
there's
on that
nothing
fucker.
And it's not working for the Switch 2.
No.
Oh, it doesn't seem to be. The seems bad. Final
Toriko's kinda
Gintama
fucking
thoughts.
Cool.
I didn't really share many because I don't know how many I have.
Sorry.
I thought I had more, but I was rapidly realizing I don't know if I have anything interesting to say about this thing. But I've been reading a lot. I like it a lot. It's fun. It genuinely, I just it's very cozy in a way. It's making me want to read more Shonen Jump stuff from this period, really, because I'm just again, I'm thinking Assassination Classroom stuff, and I really like that one, and I'm I should read Bleach. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
should-
Bleach
Yes,
is good.
you should.
Bleach.
You should
There's
read
some,
Claymore. That's coming out.
I've read a decent amount of Claymore, actually. I do like
fun.
Claymore quite a bit.
I've read. I can tell you exactly how much Claymore I've read. 4 chapters.
Oh, I've read more than
I've
I
read
remember how much.
like 2/3 of Claymore.
It's good. I enjoy. I thought you hated Claymore. I remember this about you, Red.
I have really complex thoughts on Claymore.
I'm checking my Mihon to see if I could figure out quickly how much
I've
Claymore
read
I
a lot of Claymore, and my like recurrent issue was the just
that the monsters were too scary. Like,
no, those monsters are awesome. The pacing is kind of all over the place, and it's a weekly series, so it's really hard to be like, fuck
I read
you.
50 chapters apparently. That's how much I read.
It's great. But just the arcs kind of just kept repeating, and I got really annoyed.
I think that's fair. I like that freak ass in the lake thing. I like that.
That thing is good. Oh man, Aliens Area. I forgot about this one.
That's fake.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
Like, I know that's real because I'm looking at it, but like...
You're looking... I mean, it's the top one.
I have the thing... Like, I have it open on... I have the app open on my phone.
I'm Googling. I just keep
Googling really the things good art.
And I'm like, what are you
It's... The Shonen Jump app has gone up in price, like, a few times. I think it's up to $4 now a month.
It's gone up $2 in the past, like, 7 years.
7 years, yeah. Which is, that's solid. But, like, truly... crazy deal.
Yeah, I remember when it first like properly came available, I was subbed for a while for Chainsaw Man, and I was just like, I feel like I'm robbing these people. Like, I'm not like, why is it so cheap? This isn't right.
Something I wish that they would do for the app. I hate the web only shit.
Yes.
Give me the ability to like toggle that, like, give me the ability to toggle on the 18 plus or whatever.
When I was in high school and I was a freak, I was subscribed to when Shonen Jump was a digital magazine with all the chapters in like one issue you'd buy for like $1.
Oh, that's good. That's cool.
And I have all of them saved like in my account still. I forgot about it until this one. I got 74 issues of Shonen Jump.
In my like thinking about how crazy Shonen Jump used to be, I was thinking like how nice it would be if I could go to a store and buy an issue of Shonen, like just an issue of Shonen Jump at the store. Like,
it's good.
Like a big ass stack of manga to work through. Like that would be nice.
I wonder if I still have. I feel there it is.
Oh, this is one more thing for me. My former roommate once admitted to me that he thought that Shonen Jump was a guy. Like, was a one
good. That rocks.
Like, he made all of this stuff, and like that was like that when people were talking about Shonen Jump, they were talking about a guy named Shonen Jump.
That reminds me, when I was in like middle school, I thought Nightcore was a band.
That's even better.
That's good. It makes sense.
Look at this insane lineup from 2018, though.
Dude, Promise Neverland. I forgot about that.
You ever read Robot X Laserbeam?
Dude, I was a Robot X Laserbeam stan. I'm not gonna
lie. Why? It's golf. What's wrong with you?
I liked the autistic main character a lot.
He's really good, man. He's pretty good.
I think he's funny. I should read Seraph of the End though. That's something that
y'all should.
A genuine one.
Y'all should all read We Never Learn and have a bad time.
I thought about that many a time. I thought the thing that it ends up doing was kind of interesting. Where it kind of turns into, like, it just does, like, the visual novel route thing for all of its, for many of its heroines. Except I don't think it fully committed to that.
It mostly did.
That's good.
I can't remember.
Neverland. What a manga
We Never Learn, or... around this time when We Never Learn was very popular at the very least, and I was like on r/manga a lot, just like seeing what people were talking about. I remember there was some fucking horror manga that they were so high on, and I was like, I'll just read the latest chapter, see what they're talking about, because it was like super. Like, it got a lot of buzz. No, that is how I got into Kaguya, but that is not the one. I can't remember what this manga is. It might be We Never Learn. I truly don't remember. But it was. The chapter was it was raining and the girl confesses to the guy, like I like you or whatever, but he doesn't hear her because the rain is so loud.
That's so funny.
And
I'm clapping.
I never read this thing before in my life, and I got so mad just thinking about it.
That's so fucking
And
fun.
I went into the comments because I'm like, oh, they must be like burning this manga. Like, they must be so angry. And everyone's like, wow, it's so sad. Whoa. I wonder how this is going to turn out. I was like, what is happening?
Tap him on the shoulder, you idiot.
It's so fucking funny though. I just want to point out that in this picture that you sent, so for content, I'm gonna explain this picture. This
explain
lineup.
The image.
So it's like, here's all the stuff for Weekly Shonen Jump number 14 for the year, I think.
Okay, cool.
Or I think because it says table of contents number 14.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Of the year 2018, allegedly. And it has Robot X Laser Beam, My Hero Academia, We Never Learn, Hunter x Hunter, Food Wars, The Promised Neverland, Black Clover, Seraph of the End, One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, the first chapter, Blue Exorcist, Dr. Stone, and I just really need to say, the Food Wars art looks like malware.
Yeah, it looks fake.
It looks like it's one of those looking like advertisements that you get on an anime website asking you to like try not to come. You know, like it's one of
we
those.
are under fucking attack.
Yeah. I can talk about Shonen Jump for the rest of time.
It's such an interesting object of abuse and madness.
I quick question, Wren.
Yeah.
Should I finish Dr. Stone?
I don't know, man. I haven't finished Dr. Stone.
Where did I stop? I can tell you exactly where I stopped. I
think I
don't know if you got here. It was literally right after when they got the radio transmission that just said no over and over again.
I think I am a good ways past that.
Yeah, I mean that was like the middle of the run, I think. I think there was at least another like 100-something chapters after that.
Let me double check. I stopped reading at chapter 150.
I think I stopped like 120-something.
Okay, so around it's kind of the next arc is interesting. But I'm just like, fuck, it's just so much kind of nothing, which is unfair. But
I Dr. Stone, I remember when I first read Dr. Stone, I kind of hated it. I hated the first. I really disliked the first arc.
A lot of people really disliked that first week. That's what I've always heard is that like the first arc is really bad, and then it like light reboots after that.
Yeah, because what happens is it starts with a trio of people, which features Senku, the insane, most brilliant man to ever live.
Love it.
Who is the one who turns into the main character.
Yes, the guy.
And then guy and girl. And that's kind of like the deal. And it is focused on the guy and the girl for the first like 18 chapters.
And it sucks.
It's so boring. And then it shifts to being about Senku.
In science.
And it's really fun. I think it's really good for a while. And then I stopped, so who cares?
I don't know. I don't know. I think you'd have a fun time. I don't know if you're going to get a ton out of it, though. It's not really saying anything.
That's fair.
It's good. Yeah, Gintama's good. A+.
You should read Bleach.
You should read Bleach.
I'm kind of feeling
I think it would be fun for you.
I'm really enjoying the, like, I have 600 more chapters to go. I like that feeling is good. I'm just like, doing this for a while.
I think you don't have a action shonen that you are inextricably tied to for the rest of your life.
Okay, this is actually something I've been thinking about. When I was on r/manga a lot, before Gintama ended, I think Naruto had ended. Like it was in that weird time of like what's happening next for Shonen Jump. But there was this idea that I felt in the air. I don't know if anyone said, but it was like this idea like there are three. The big three, Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto. You have to be a fan of one of those. Or you can be a freak and like Gintama. Like that was like the secret formula.
That's good.
And, I look, me being me, I'm looking at that, I'm like, hold on, none of these sound interesting, but Gintama, that's the freak answer? Well, I gotta check out the freak answer. And that was the first time I tried watching it back in the day, and I bounced off of it. I think think watching it's probably a mistake. I would recommend reading it.
I mean, watching it, like, it does get pretty funny, and they do a lot of, like... Gintama is also one of those things where the filler, the anime original content, is, like, besides the first 2 episodes, which are filler for some reason, and just, like...
They're like
we're celebrating getting an anime.
Well, here's the thing. From what I can tell, reading the author comments and the Viz release, those 2 episodes were an OVA produced for Jump Festa. Like, they were meant to be, like, a celebration thing, and then the anime's announced afterwards.
Oh, shit.
Because those first 2 episodes are not very good.
Yeah, and they're not meant to be part of the show. Like, it's a weird thing. I haven't looked into this, but that's my understanding from the author comments.
I feel like my guess is that they're included first on Crunchyroll and listed as episodes 1 and 2.
Yeah, they are.
You know, that, or like on a DVD like that or
something.
Do it. Because I remember, like, I remember watching those when I watched, like, 70 episodes of Gintama, I think.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And then decided to read it. From the beginning. I mean, it's funny. Like, there's a lot of, I mean, you know, it's Gintama. The voice cast is great.
Yeah.
They do some jokes about, like, you know, they do some meta humor about it.
The only reason I think reading would probably be better, the reason I say that is the thing of, like, you can control the pace you're working at a lot easier. So it's like, because as much as I like this thing, I think the first 20 or so chapters really, there's a lot of, like, it's Sorachi's first manga, like his first real serialized manga. Also his only one. He hasn't done anything since, which God bless, I wouldn't either. You made 700 chapters of something, you can rest forever, I think. But I there's a lot of that creakiness of, like, trying to figure out how the jokes are gonna, like, the pattern of the jokes. And there's a lot of good, like, individual action shots, but panel flow is very weak. It's the strangest thing. I've never encountered this in manga. When I first started reading manga, the thing that confused me the most was the way the panel layouts are always different. It's not like Western comics where, like, there's a very strict flow to how comics flow in, like, superhero books and whatever. Manga can be a lot more different because it's, like, one person making it. You know, it's a whole thing. I had that with Gintama this time, except with speech bubbles. You have to Sorachi puts them in weird fucking places, and it's really difficult sometimes to know what characters are talking. And it's mostly gone away, but there's still some pages where I'm like, who said this thing? You know? But it's
a strange issue to have.
Yeah, it's a strange thing. I've never had that before. Like, it's the only manga I can remember. Like, just not knowing. Yeah, it's bizarre. And at first I thought it was a translation problem, because, like, I was reading these dog shit translated versions before switching to the official release. But no, it just seems to be a Sorachi issue. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with him.
I mean, I think he gets better.
He gets better, yeah. Like, it's mostly gone at this point, 120 chapters in. Yes. A+, go read Gintama. But yeah, I think that's all I had. All my thoughts I had percolating around.
Welcome to the Bog Frog Book Pod, where we talk about Shonen Jump for a long time.
That's okay. I think that's good. Interesting talk.
Yeah,
probably.
I think it's
we
always
also don't
fun.
have a ton on the docket this time, so, like, it's
that is true.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something in the soil recently. It's just not.
What's in there?
I read the. I don't know if it's a hit manga. I don't know. I know it's vaguely popular. Read the manga Soil.
That's exciting. What's it about? Dirt?
It is 2004 manga. Whoa, damn. Okay. I didn't realize when this ended. It started in 2004, ended in 2016. I don't know if there is anything going on there. Manga by Atsushi Kaneko, who is a, like, fairly big figure in, like, alternative manga.
Okay.
From what I understand.
I recognize, Search and Destroy. I've seen that.
Yeah, Search and Destroy, I think the only thing of his... I think his manga Bambi,
yes. I've tried to read Bambi before. Yes, that's the one.
Bambi.
Yeah, I recognize this guy. Yeah,
Bambi and her pink gun. And it is about weird shit going on in a small town.
Badass. That's your favorite.
So the town of Soil Newtown is what it's called.
Cool.
Suddenly this family of 3 people disappear, and in their place are these pillars of salt.
Ooh,
And
like
in the
Bible.
middle of the town, like soccer field, like the school soccer field,
Mm-hmm.
there is this massive pile of salt. And this all happened like overnight, and nobody knows what happened.
That's cool.
Very
And
tight.
these 2 detectives come in, Onada and Yokoi, to figure out what the fuck is going on in Soil Newtown. And I'm not gonna spoil what any of
What's
what
going on?
happens, what is happening at all. This is one of the best things I've ever read.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Like, period.
Alright.
It is very like pointed towards me because I'm a big, I like a detective. I like a weird shit happening in a small town. And this goes like in a lot of very like interesting directions about like superstition and belief and how that kind of ends up affecting
Mhm.
people. I big chance that we will read this at some point. I don't know when,
Okay.
but this is something that I like immediately after finishing it. I was thinking, I was like, "Fuck, I should just restart." Like immediately, I just want to hang out in this more. Like I want to see all where, like, you know, now that I know everything
Yeah.
to some degree, I want to like see how this all happened. And I just said, oh, now that I know everything, I was worried for a lot of the ending of this that it would explain too much.
Mhm.
Okay.
And it does do a lot of explaining, but it does it in like this perfect way where it explains some like mechanics of what's going on in a way that just makes everything so much more like, holy shit, what is going on? Like it just expands the possibility space even further. And I think it lands the ending perfectly. I think the ending like wraps it up incredibly. There was a lot of things I was worried about.
Mhm.
It kind of like accidentally saying with its ending. It does cover. Warning if this sounds interesting to you. There's a lot of uncomfortable shit in here. There's some there's like themes of sexual assault. There's a lot of self-harm going on.
Brutal. Okay.
And for the most part, when it is like really digging into any of those themes, it treats everything very seriously. One of the main detectives, one of the running jokes is that he constantly says shit to the other detective that would count as sexual harassment, though, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is not nearly as bad as other shit that you can read from it. You know, there's worse shit out there, but you know, if it's in there, letting you know.
Yeah.
But I think it's handled really well. I think everything is handled with tact and care towards these subjects. And I think it's incredible. I think it's one of the best things I've ever read. I really want to read everything else that I can get my hands on from this guy. I'll probably be picking up Bambi soon. His series like Wet Moon and Death Co. and Search and Destroy, and his new one Evil. All seem really fucking good. So
I've read Wet Moon.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm very interested. This also just seems like I'm shocked that this hasn't gotten an official English release.
Yeah, it seems
Because
weird. I really like the Japanese covers. I'm like looking at them.
Oh yeah, no, they're great.
Those look so good.
Yeah, they're really fucking good. But this just feels like it would be one of those things that got a release in, like, the early 2000s or something. Mm-hmm. And it would have been, like, one of those things that, like, indie comic fans would be, like, propping up. Like, again, I don't know what happened. Well, it's 90 chapters, came out over 12 years.
Yeah, it doesn't quite math out right.
Yeah, so...
Something about the art really reminds me of, what was that fucking comic In Praise of Shadows talked about? The, like,
Strange Haven?
Yeah, something about it was very Strange Haven-y to me. I don't know.
Have I told you the story about Strange Haven? My Strange Haven story that really fucking annoys me?
I don't think so. I remember you bought it. You tried to buy it.
Yeah, okay, so here's what happened. Immediately after that video came out, I jumped to get the 3 volumes of Strange Haven that came out.
Yes.
And I ordered all 3. I ordered it in... I ordered the first one, and then I think I ordered, like, somebody had 2 and 3, and we're selling them.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
The order for Volume 1 got canceled.
No!
Yes.
But my copies of 2 and 3 are sitting on the shelf right now. So I have not read Strange Haven, because I don't have Volume 1. I think it's on sold out. And yeah, it's been sold out since that video came out.
That's so fucked up.
And I think it's over now. Like, I'm pretty sure, because it was like there was like an anthology magazine called Meanwhile that was giving him money to finish Strange Haven, and I think that has ended. But I do think he's working on an epilogue, which, just continues the whole thing, which I believe he said that after he finishes the epilogue, the goal will be to get Volume 4 out and also restock Volume 1 through 3. So I want to read Strange Haven so bad. It looks so fucking good.
It looks so good, dude. I'm looking at it.
It's so annoying.
Someday we'll be able to read Strange Haven.
One day.
But yeah, that's Soil's incredible. One of the best things I've ever read.
I'm looking forward to reading that. It looks really good.
Yeah, I know. It's, we'll figure it out. I'm sure there will be a period in the next year or 2 where it'll fit.
Yeah.
Well,
it's only 90 chapters, Bust that into 2 episodes.
Yeah, we can do it. And it goes fast.
Yeah.
Especially like the back half. I read the last 40 something chapters. Just busted that shit out because I couldn't put it down.
Type.
No, you gotta get through it.
That's what you want.
I get it.
Yeah, but that's all for now.
For now. Well,
no.
Let's talk about... I gotta get my notes ready. Fuck.
Yeah, we're talking about Speaker of the Dead.
Speaker of the Dead. Chapters 7 through 12.
Now, James, defend your guy.
I gotta read a summary first. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, yeah, I said last episode I was gonna have a thing I was gonna do, like a section for a history section. I tried doing it. I worked on it like all week, and I came away with just like the most boring thing in the world. So we're not gonna do that. I'm just gonna explain how computers work in a little bit, but it's not gonna be like a full section. Yeah, no, it sucked. I was reading these articles and I couldn't bring myself to care. I was like, this is a problem. So we'll talk about that in a little bit, but let me read the summary. I have to pull my sound panel application over this screen so I can make sure my sound doesn't cut down while I'm reading. This is a cool thing I have to do now. Ender enters the Riberia household and whips Grego's ass, consoles him, and rapidly wins over the Riberia children, especially bonding with Miro. While all this ruckus is happening, Novinha has just been chilling in her office, thinking about how she deserves everything she gets and how she sucks. When she finishes her self-flagellation,
she's so normal.
She heads home to find the most horrifying thing of all, her kids being okay. Ender plays some cat and mouse with her, intentionally withholding his face. Novinha is overwhelmed by Ender, and he eventually leaves. The next day, Ender figures out Novia cheated on Marchow with Peepo and scares the hell out of the coroner in the process. At the same time, Mira and Wanda are hanging out with the piggies, kiss a bit, and think about how nothing will ever keep them apart. The Children of the Mind have a lot of wild shit going on that we're going to have to talk about, but basically, they passively aggressively agree with the bishop and then go hang out with Ender. During the conversation with Ender, he realizes how much he truly misses Valentine, and then Jane makes an off-color joke, leading him to turn off his implant. Originally, he meant it to be a brief disconnect, but he only turns it back on hours later, at which point she is silent. He cries out in the Ansible network, but she never responds. When Ender shut off his implant, it was like shutting Jane off from the world. She was still connected to everything, but so much of herself was dedicated to Ender, it was like losing herself and him at the same time. With her accelerated rate of thinking, it feels like thousands of years before he reconnects, and at that point, she has made her decision. She is turning the 100 Worlds against Lusitania to turn up the pressure and help Ender out. We end this reading with Ender getting roasted for not knowing how to computer, and Novia yelling at him for blatantly accessing his records. Quor then does some math at him. There we go, that's what we read. I like it. I like this chunk a lot. It's good. It's good. And there's some wild shit about like families and marriage in here that, after reading some of the things Orson Scott Card has said about families, made me really uncomfortable. But, take that as you will.
Yeah. Ooh.
So let's do a quick thing about computers real quick. Again, not a full segment. Has the computers... So when we read Ender's Game, y'all were confused about the computers. I don't know if you guys remember this, but it was specifically the way the internet, as we would talk about it, but was not talked about then, was conceived of as like these like forum rooms that like you blog post at, and y'all, both of you were like, what the fuck is happening, James? Why, what does this mean? I had to explain how the internet worked then, or the intranets at that point. So something similar is happening here. But has this stuck out to you guys at all? No? Okay, cool.
Hold on, sorry. I was taking a swig.
Okay.
I was distracted.
Of course.
I mean, this seems more in line with the internet.
It is closer to the internet.
Yeah.
But there's some...
But also
yes.
But real quick, if the internet, if like everybody, the contents of everybody's computer was just openly available to everyone,
so
like
this
if you had the code.
What we would call what they're using. So first of all, they're not using PCs, personal computers, in the way we would think of them. They're using terminals, right? So back in the day, big computers, kind of. Back in the day, universities, military installations, they would have these big computer rooms, and everybody who needed the computer would have a terminal, more or less, or there would be many terminals throughout the building. And the terminal was just a way to talk to the big computer, basically. It was a screen, a set of keys, and that's all you got. This form of computing is called timeshare computing. If you read about this on Wikipedia, which I did, it's boring. They claim... I'm going to beef with Wikipedia here. They claim that thin clients are a form of terminal, specifically a dumb terminal, and that's just not true. You guys don't know what a thin client is, but I assure you, that's just wrong. Thin clients
hold on, James.
Yeah?
Oh, I think Wren just heard that as well. The most terrifying noise of all time.
Oh, what?
That's why I yelled, whoa!
You're fine. You're fine now. I don't even think anything picked it up, but like
no, I don't even see it on the.
Yeah, it was like some
my
like
Audacity.
It was some weird like. I don't know. I don't know.
It was like if you took a
fox
scream and copied it 17,000 times and played it all in 1 second.
It was a lot. It was like it was truly bizarre.
Thank you, Linux. You're helping me out.
It's doing so good.
But I don't know what y'all heard. Wikipedia's wrong. They say thin clients are a form of dumb terminal. They're not. That's just not what those words mean. It's incorrect. I use a thin client as a real computer. A dumb terminal can't do that. They're wrong. I don't know why Wikipedia says this. It makes me mad. It's just wrong. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Nobody cares. But anyways, computers were these types of computers, because personal computing doesn't really happen the way we think about it until like the late 70s, the Commodore 64, the Atari 800, and then eventually the IBM PC, the TRS 80 is also in there. But like until the IBM PC happens, computing as we think about it is not the same, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like the personal computing is just not a thing. It used time shared devices, and so Orson, I tried figuring out. There's nothing that I could find of him, of saying that he would at BYU he was using their computer systems there. But I looked up the BYU Comp Sci program, and they started like halfway through his tenure there, or not tenure, but like his time there. So like he was definitely like aware of that. And then by the late 70s, he was writing in an article called it was early 80s. He was writing in a magazine called Compute with an exclamation mark, which I read some of his articles for. Fucking rock. He almost invents Minecraft in 1983 for the Atari 800. Like he gets like right up to
what?
Like, yeah, he's like talking about. So he's complaining. It's awesome. This is awesome to read. He's complaining that too many games are not about thinking and learning. They are about learning, but they're about. He describes it as the game programs you. So he's saying about like arcade games like Breakout, right? You can get the highest score in Breakout, but the game never fundamentally changes, and you aren't doing anything that nobody else could do. The best Breakout players all look the same because they're all playing the game the same way because there's one way to play it, right? That's his complaint, more or less. But he talks about like these few games I'd never heard of, again, all for the Atari 800, a computer that nobody thinks about. Truly has no cultural impact, the Atari 800. You can buy one on eBay for like $80. I was thinking about it. But he complains about this, and then he talks about like when his kid, he's a parent at this point, he's talking about his kids and like the games they like to play with each other are like block games and building and things where they are creating stuff together. Like that's the form of play that the kids really enjoy. And he's like, what if there was a game where you could like create stuff? You can create your own kingdoms. You know, he talks about some games that do kind of let you do that a little bit. And then there's a second part to this article where he's like, we're going to create the ultimate game. You know what the ultimate game is?
Minecraft.
No, it's Open Transport Tycoon. It fully creates a game where you build rail networks, basically. But the thing about this article is that the game is also that's not the game, really. The game is making the game because the act of creation is the ultimate game. So like he's not giving you any code snippets in that article. He's just telling you like this tile should do this thing. You can do this kind of doing it this way. Like it's bizarre. It's very funny to read. But like he gets so close to like inventing like the modern survival building crafting game. But like he gets right up there and they say, what if it's trains? Deeply funny article to read. You can find a bunch of his compute articles online.
Nightmare.
Highly recommend. So, anyways, this is all a long road to get to. The computing in the Speaker for the Dead is time shared. Everyone's using the same file system, but they're all able to access it through terminals, through their own logins. This is also how Unix works, more or less, from my understanding. And Linux is based off of Unix, kind of. It's complicated. So like a lot
of
these
Unix worked by cutting off the genitals.
That's a different type of. That's a Unix.
Okay.
Yeah. Although using Unix has been compared to that. There's actually a really fun book called the Unix Haters Guide, which is a series of essays of people talking about how much Unix fucking sucks and it rules. Just a bunch of angry computer nerds in like 95 so mad that they have to use this thing every day.
Awesome.
With the most like niche complaints that are like, I don't even know what that means, but you're really mad about it. Highly recommend reading some snippets of that. The seminal work of art. Yeah, so the computers are weird. The computers are old and weird in Speaker for the Dead because they're all terminals. They're not real. They're not PCs. They're time shared devices. That's the point of this. Now, can you imagine the more boring version of this that I was trying to create? Good God. What a fucking disaster.
What a fucking nightmare that would have been.
Yeah, I was writing down names and dates, and I was like, this is nothing. Nobody cares.
Like, this is fucking bullshit, dude.
This is
fucking stupid.
This is some horse shit. At this point in the story, Seth, I want to ask you. Talk about the actual book for once. Have you been paying attention to the citations on the epigraphs? The things that begin each chapter, the little epigraph. Each
I
one is cited to a
have-
specific
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I have
Yes.
I have been paying attention to them. I'm not 100% sure. If I'm like looking at these and thinking about them correctly, several of these are after this
Yes,
book.
many of them are after the book.
Yeah, like especially like the ones that we have read are like from things for the termination, which I guess is
Yes.
that's happening now.
This is what
that's
I wanted-
happening as of the end of what our reading is like the start of this.
In like
Genuine.
chapter, I can't remember which chapter. It's like chapter 3 or 4. Actually, like, seeing if I can find. Because I know.
I believe in you.
Because I was like, I wonder if Seth's gonna see this. One of the chapters we read last time is noted to like the secession of the Lusitania colony. So like it's like before we even know that like the 100 worlds are like starting to turn. You know, before Jane does her fun trick. If you're paying attention,
Her
it's
fun
like, wait,
bit.
her fun trick that she does. It's like, wait, the colony's gonna secede? Like, what do you mean?
Okay, yeah, chapter 3, philosophical roots of the Lusitanian secession. Yeah,
Yes, there it is.
which I did not think anything of when I read that initially. But
And I almost pointed it out last episode, but I was like, I'm gonna wait until the Jane thing, and then we'll talk a bit about that because that you know,
yeah,
it's the runway at this point. I want to bring that up. Yeah, what did y'all think about this reading? I guess I should start with that. Now I've done like 3 other things. What do y'all think about this?
you can start, Ren. You can.
Yeah. Wren, you're up. Wren,
Why am I starting?
Well, because I said so. I don't know. Do you? I can if you want.
No, I just.
we got a weird energy.
Oh, I just
we
felt
gotta
singled
stop
out.
recording this early. It's not good for us. We're not good at it. We can't record. We got to do it at the end of the day, like when we're dead. Like this is no good. Carry on, Wren. What do you think?
I really like this reading. I especially. I don't know why you're laughing. What did I do?
Just like your vibe.
You like the reading. That's what you did.
Okay.
What do you like
Yeah.
about it?
What do you like about it?
Fuck, I have to be a podcaster this early in the morning. It's
really
1:30
tough. It's
in the
really
afternoon.
hard. My biggest problem is I
It's
just don't have any
1:30.
confidence anything I'm saying is worth listening to. Like I'm like, why would I even say that? What's the point?
Who cares?
Who cares?
I don't know, man. I'm not your dad.
Yeah, that's fair. My
Your
dad would
fucking
have an
mom
answer and it
can
would be
be.
very dismissive.
Yeah, that's the most true answer, isn't it?
Carry on. What are your thoughts?
I really like this section of the reading. I enjoy how miserable things got. Dude, just
Ugh.
on unreal degree.
Everyone
Truly
top to
an unreal
bottom is
degree.
unhappy.
The Catholicism is doing nobody any good.
The Catholic says, "You look what you've done to my sweet boy. You gave them depression."
Oh, and as co-host Seth said earlier, oh my god, the amount of incest.
It's
Holy shit.
I need you to know. Hold on, I'll find it. There's a specific
Alright.
line that like really stuck out to me.
Is it at the church?
Yes.
Yup, I am mad.
we were talking.
okay,
me
yeah.
and Wren had a conversation about it.
It's something Ender says at the church.
Yes, it is something Ender says
I-
at the church.
I was reading this at work on my lunch break, and I got up and walked downstairs to like the main area to grab a pen so I could bracket this off because I needed to be able to be like, I need to remember this. I really like this reading. Let's move on to talking about the book, I think, because we need to talk about this immediately.
Let's talk about the incest.
We can
For
talk
a
about-
moment.
we can talk about it right now. We can talk about the incest right now.
For a moment, he wanted to tell them of his long companionship with Valentine, as close and loving as a wife, and yet chaste as a sister. But the thought of her took words away from him. He sat at, how do you say, Cepharios?
Yeah, I'm not that one. I couldn't tell you.
I don't know. Bed and put his
The
face in
Reaper.
his hands. And it's just like I just didn't expect, like, it's not in there, you know, at the beginning with like how, you know, it's like, oh, a husband shouldn't have to fight for affection with his wife's brother or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like Orson is kind of doubling down on it in a way that I'm like, I don't know what to do with it at
Making
all.
things text. Yeah, really bring it to the surface.
I'm like, what am I supposed... If I was reading... Like, what did you think of... Do you remember having thoughts about this as a middle schooler?
I remember thinking, like...
Good question.
I mean, it's not actually that far off from my current read, honestly. But I just remember thinking, like... Before I knew, like, Orson's deal is the other thing. That's what's really coloring it now, is I'm just like, well, that's weird. But, like, I guess they just love each other. Like, that also, worth noting, though, I'm an only child. I don't know what a sibling is.
Yeah, that's
like.
true. You don't have
that.
siblings in any way.
Yeah,
It's not like that.
Yeah, I can say for sure it's not like that.
I'll be honest. I've never been trapped with the the chaste urge of fucking my brother. I'm gonna be real.
Well, I don't think they want to fuck. I don't think they're. I think you are.
I don't know, man.
I don't think they want to fuck. I think they just like are.
They go in on the fucking Ender celibacy thing like that's more than I thought they
Jane
ever
thinks
would.
about it really hard.
I think Ender wants to wig inside his sister, man.
I think it's in there.
Yeah, I think it's crazy to say it's not.
I don't think he wants to. I don't think he wants to fuck his sister. I think he just. They love each other.
I don't think he. I think, you know.
Here's the thing. I think when Orson Scott Card writes the word love, he is thinking. This is something I noticed in Ender's Game when we read that. I think when he writes love, he is thinking of a child's idea of like capital L love, like of pure love. no sex involved in capital L love, just like true, kind, and caring for another person. Unfortunately.
Yes, but it's like that. It's
kind of in the text,
in the context of the scene.
Yes, no, I agree.
You know, like the whole. Okay, for context, dear listener, Ender is talking to two members of the Children of the Mind, who Children of the Mind. You can't have sex like ever, and if you do, you have to leave.
Yes. So the idea is, one, you have to be married to be part of the church, like part of the church's like organization. I think you can like attend mass or whatever. Although it may not be that type of organization. They're like subsidiary to the Catholic Church. I don't know how Catholicism
They're like
works.
the most evil organization I can imagine.
Yeah, it's really no good.
Well, the idea is like you are chaste, you are married, and then you join in, and then you you do stuff, whatever. But if you ever have sex, you have to leave the church, basically. You can't. Yeah.
And they're two like high-ranking ish.
Yes, they are the leaders
Seemingly.
of this sect, from my understanding. Like they are like the tippy top. One of them leads like the clergy. The other one leads the schools because they like run all the schools in the colony and stuff. And seems to be their role in the Catholic like structure.
Normally, if you're married, you sleep in the same... Like, one of the things is you should be sleeping in the same bed if you're married. That is, like, seemingly from Ender's thing, is that...
I think this is the drift. This is one thing that's really funny, is that Ender knew the founder of the church, but he didn't know... But when in his time, there were no churches, there were no Children of the Mind at that point. It was just, like, a theory, basically. Yeah. And so, like, the guy... I didn't write his name down, but his idea was you have to share a bed because you have to be, like, fighting temptation every day. And then, once you give into it, that's fine. That's human. You leave the church. Like you no longer need the church, and it doesn't need you. Is the idea? But the leaders of this group are like they have a separate bed because they need.
Because he's like, if I slept in the same bed as my wife, I would have to fuck her.
Yeah, you can't hold myself back.
He's like,
which that's wild.
The line is really funny. It is really funny. I did not keep it, but
so much, man.
I don't think I have it either.
Yeah, keep talking, and I'll try to find it.
Go on that quest.
Okay, yeah. No doubt there are some that can share a bed and remain celibate, but my wife is still too beautiful, and the lusts of my flesh too insistent.
Good.
Like, bro, relax. Like, it's your wife. No one cares.
And that's the thing Ender thinks, like, when he's, like, thinking through this, and he's like, well, that's the thing the guy never understood, is, like, the church will become their family, and they're not going to want to leave their family. Like, so like they'll twist the rules so they never have to share a bed and all this stuff. Like, very, very interesting in that way.
I just don't get what these priests are getting out of this arrangement.
I don't know. It's religion. I can't fucking tell you, dude.
Yeah, man, I know. I'm just. Oh,
What religion's about. It's about making yourself unhappy, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That entire chapter, I was just like deeply uncomfortable.
Oh, I gotta.
It's just like I hate them a lot. Like I have like a deep hatred for the children of the mind.
I was not expecting this. Do you want to like talk more about that?
I think
I
it's
didn't have
just
such a visceral
self-evident. Yeah.
I think it's partially just because I have pretty negative views of religion in general.
Yes.
And it's just the whole celibacy thing. Just I don't like it. Heavily dislike it. I hate how like
it's fucking weird.
The amount of sway the church has, like just as like not necessarily just children of the mind, but just like the church
at large.
Yeah. It's just like, this is so bleak to me.
Certainly ain't fucking cheery.
This makes me so
really
sad.
Like, so this chapter opens with Dom Cristo. That's the other thing, is that the leaders of the Children of Mine are Donna and Dom Cristo. So Mr. and Mrs. Christ, I'm pretty certain that works out, or something like that.
Really funny.
And Andrew's like, yeah, that was like a trick the guy who like founded the church came up with to like, so you had to acknowledge Christ in every way, you know, that sort of thing.
Pretty good.
And so Ender doesn't call them that because he's like not gonna do that. Like he's like, no, I'm not.
I mean, and that's another reason that I dislike them is just, I mean, not these two characters they
but
seem
the organization
pleasant enough. Yeah, the organization is just like how, because they do not want to help Ender.
No,
at all. They are very anti-Speaker of the Dead.
Yes.
I don't know if the Children of the Mind are. The Catholic Church is. The bishop hates him. But I think the Speaker, the Children of the Mind are like, they are okay with him if he's like a chill guy. Like they don't have like because that's their argument with the bishop is like, we can't interfere with him. Like we that's he'll become it's a whole fucking thing to interfere with him. We just have to go along. And also like he's thinking to himself like, you fucking bigot, like what's wrong with this guy? Like what's wrong with you? Like there's nothing. Like I don't think the Children of the Mind actually dislike Ender that much.
That's fair. That's true.
Yeah. Again, Ender like knew their founder and like they were bros. And he talks about how he loved him. Another deeply homoerotic moment from Ender. the gayest man in the cosmos, seemingly.
Gayest straight man in the cosmos.
It's great.
It's so unfortunate.
It makes me...
It's so unfortunate.
Why is that unfortunate?
It's unfortunate that Orson Scott Card invented the gayest man.
Yeah,
you know,
my beautiful bisexual king. I love him.
The guy, it's
frustrating.
It makes me sad to think about.
Goat it.
Yeah,
ain't that good? Ain't good.
But the family. Do you want to talk about or do you have more? Well, I mean, I'm sure the Children of the Mind will come up again.
Back around.
Yeah.
I love Ender whipping Grago's ass. He
flips
so around, throws him through the air, like throws his knife into the ceiling. It's so good. He's so good.
Pretty good.
He's beating some sense into the stupid chud son.
And he's not
fucking
even
rage baiting this child.
He doesn't raise a hand. He just holds him. And
just holds him by all of his limbs.
Yeah,
he's like, please let me go.
He's like freaking the fuck out, and I was like, "You're hurting him." And Mara was like, "No, he's not hurting him." I was like, "Oh no, I am hurting him, but only because he's like struggling against me holding him. Like I'm not doing anything. If he just chilled,
if he just relaxed, he would be fine.
He would be perfectly fine." And and the way he goes through this house and he basically militaristically tears down all of their emotional defenses to get close to all these kids, except for King, who hates him with the passion of Christ. Just
Oh my
really
Yeah, which I love. I
funny.
love that so much.
He's so fucking funny.
He's crying when he like breaks down at the end, and he's just like, "I hate him so much. I hate him for him to die.
It's so funny. It's
We don't
so
need his
funny.
salvation. We need to repent." It's so
Uh,
fun.
The
This
policies
poor
are so
family.
funny. But I wrote down is it oh yeah, Quora. I love Quora. That silent little girl who just keeps shit talking Ender.
Pretty good.
She's just like, you fucking suck.
like,
You're bad at math problems, Ender.
He's like, okay.
That makes you an
sorry.
idiot.
I like the moment when Ender's like looking around the Ribera household and like then stares into the camera and is like, the home is bad because the people inside are unhappy. It reflects their mental state. And I'm like, okay. I get it.
Thanks.
Yeah, I understand.
Thanks, Orson.
Thanks, Orson. I get it.
Thank you. Explode. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking through my fucking notes. Yeah, he owns Grego with non-violence. He owns Ayla with presumptive hospitality. He owns King with theology. Good. I keep calling him King because there's a part where it says that's how his name is pronounced, but none of the consonants in his name look like King. So I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's like Miro or something, right?
No, it's Quim.
Damn.
Quim.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Miro's the other kid. Miro's the other boy. Miro's the one who goes out into the field with the piggies with his
yes,
sister
who
wife.
wants to fuck his sister, but he doesn't know because Novia is just fucking up so bad. It's just at every turn. It's so
Just his
sad.
hot family friend who looks like his mom a lot, and he doesn't know what to do with that.
It's so fucked.
So good. But they're like arguing about Ender once he's like implanted himself in the home. And Olhado stands up. And he's like, "Don't you fuckers remember? Don't you remember what it was like when Father was here? Like, let me show you." And he like projects his recordings. Apparently, he's been recording every time his father was abusive to them. Basically,
So
for
good,
years.
man.
Uh,
What an insane freak child.
And there's the description of him like yelling at Miro until Miro starts crying and leaves. And then Marchow would go into the other room. And the recording doesn't have audio, but they all hear the thump from when Novinha would have been knocked to the ground after Marchow hits her. And it's like, oh. And they're all like, "Oh god, our dad sucks." And then Grego starts crying. And they're like, "Oh, dad's dead, don't worry about it." And I really like the bit where Ender's like, Don't you fucking understand? He's a dumb little kid. Little boys don't judge their fathers, is the line. Little boys didn't judge their fathers. They loved them. You might have been glad to see him gone, but for Grego, it was the end of the world. It's good. It's good. I like that.
Strong.
Yeah, shit's complicated. Is you know?
I think shit's actually normal.
It's good. Also, it's worth noting Grego like pisses on Ender at one point.
A few times.
That was like the one time he does it, and then like they kept being brought up afterwards. Like it happens once.
I thought he like pissed. I thought he kept pissing. That's my misinterpretation.
Little boy full of piss releases
the
it all at
endless
once.
piss boy. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Would you not think he'd be full of piss like 24/7?
Yes, I wouldn't think that. I think he's got a normal amount of piss.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
think that's
maybe
strange.
the colony just does something to your bladder.
Yeah, it's
and makes it full
something
of
with the
piss all
grass or
time.
whatever, the amaranth that they're all eating.
Haha, piss child, get fucked, idiot.
And Ender just sits in it, just
Yeah,
like is like.
He's like, "Oh, what a great gift! He even made it himself." You know, is what he says. You know, it's the only thing
He's
he
such a
has to
weirdo.
give. It's good. It's good.
So fucking funny.
Pissing off that little kid so much. And then Quora
Pissing
walks
off?
over and is like, "You stink" at the end of the chapter, which is good because you get so mad about Ender being there.
Yeah.
Good. And the next chapter, we're just like in Novina's head as she's sitting there being normal. I love Novina so much. I feel so bad for her.
Yeah.
She's having a really bad time.
She's just had like I do love her. It's terrible.
She's thinking about Marchow and like all the wounds and injuries. The pain in her hip flares even as she thought of it. She nodded in satisfaction. It's no more than I deserve, and I'll be sorry when it heals. Damn.
Aside from the horrible physical abuse she endured, she really is like perpetuating her own misery.
Yes, she is in a
And,
cycle.
like,
it's a
everyone
nightmare. It's so sad.
It's just like insane self-harm mentality.
Yeah,
Don't like it.
That's Catholicism. That's what Catholicism does to a person.
Yeah, it is the most
figured it out.
Catholic character of all time.
Novenhoff.
Novenhoff.
A God-hating, God-fearing.
Novenhoff and Severian in a Catholic off together.
Oh.
Who's gonna win?
Hold on. This really good line from chapter 8.
Yeah,
It's on the last page.
Oh yeah.
How dare he, she whispered to herself, touching the cheek that he had touched. He is far crueler than I ever imagined the speaker might be. Bishop Peregrino was right. He is dangerous, the infidel, the antichrist. He walks brazenly into places in my heart that I had kept as holy ground, where no one else was ever permitted to stand. He treads on the few small shoots that cling to life in that stony soil. How dare he? I wish I had died before seeing him. He will surely undo me before he's through.
It's so the way she thinks about Ender in the section is so good.
Oh.
Another one of my favorites is a quick little one. Is just I could be seduced by that voice. That voice is a liar. I'm like, oh, it's good. It's good.
Ooh.
It's good.
I've always liked the.
That's
I
powerful.
have a bunch of quotes from her, just like in this section of my notes because I just like love her brain so much. She's
Your
so
best
sad.
friend Novenhoff.
The end of that, the like final paragraph where she can hear Miro and Ella and Quim and King, I guess, and
I have no
Bojado and everybody, and they're laughing.
Yeah, they're having a good
And
time.
she's pissed.
She's like pissed, but she's like so sad because she's like, because also I think it's right before that is the scene where somebody is smiling, and as soon as she walks in,
Yes,
they stop smiling.
They stop. Yeah, or it gets dampened is what it is. I think is the idea. Like,
Yeah,
like, they're on edge
Yes.
now. They used to be. They were
That's no
carefree.
good.
Now they're on edge. Like the idea.
it's just like, oh,
Oh, what
Another good note in a line. He is dangerous. He is beautiful. I could drown in his understanding. Good. There's a point in here where that isn't commented on by her, but it's notable in my mind, is where she, in her head, she compares herself not to the speaker anymore. She no longer wants to be the speaker like she did. She compares herself to Ender. She's like, I'm Ender the Xenocide. Like, I destroy everything I touch. Yeah, I wonder what's
Oh,
going
peculiar.
on there. Interesting.
What the fuck did she mean by that?
What if they were the same
All right,
person?
Orson.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
You fucking bitch.
It's good. It's good. That's the problem.
I
It
hate
is
him.
good. Another. Yeah, she goes on that thing talking about like she's put up all these curtains in her heart, in her mind. She's put them all up and to black out any sort of joy, so she can't feel the pain of that anymore. She's done all this work to close herself off from the world. And now, how dare
enough,
the
man.
stranger invade her house and tear open all the curtains she had closed. It's good. Good. It's hard.
good.
It's
Yeah, I'm
hard
thinking about tearing
not-
open the curtains.
I have a note in this section between the myriad things I wrote down, which is it's hard not to just write down lines from this section because I just really like all of them. It's
yeah, they're really good.
I believe it.
the game
then-
Ender plays with her where she enters the house. Ella's like, "Oh, the speaker's in the kitchen." She goes and she doesn't see him. She sits down, and then he like reaches like behind her to pour her coffee. Leaves the room as soon as she turns around. He's talking to Miro in another. He's talking to somebody else in another room. His back is still to him. She comes closer. He moves. Then he's talking to Miro, and they're having a conversation. And his back is still to her. Like she never sees his face until the very end when he turns around to confront her after speaking with Miro. That's cool. That's good. That's a fun, weird thing to do. He's a weird guy.
Shit strong.
I love the intentionality. This is just like a quirk, I think, of Orson's writing. This is something that like all characters start doing eventually, I feel like. And it's kind of in this book. There's a real intentionality to the way Ender navigates the world. He does everything on purpose, more or less. There is no wasted action. And I think, again, I remember this like kind of like jumping out in Xenocide of like everyone does this because everyone's like this hyper intelligent creature by that point. Everyone is smarter in the future, it seems. And there's some of that in this book. Like, these kids don't. In Ender's Game, the kids talk like kids, it feels like. In this book, they don't really. Like, Ohaldo doesn't feel like a child, at least of a child of his age in any real way. Everyone's, like, again, these hyper-intelligent beings. Which, you know.
Yeah, everybody kind of talks more. Because I think I brought this up in Ender's Game. It's like, they do talk like kids, but there are definitely moments where Ender doesn't talk like a kid. Yes. And there's reasons for that in Ender's Game, obviously. And everybody kind of talks more like Ender.
Exactly, yeah. Everyone's
they're
playing a lot more like playing games with each other, a lot more like poetic discussion. Like, it just feels strange. Again, I think only gets amplified in time.
It does feel as if, though, no one is ever on Ender's level.
Yeah,
like he's Ender,
he's a step ahead. Which makes it fun once we get back into Ender's head after this section in Chapter 9, where it's like, Ender's like really down on himself. Like, he's like, oh god, I suck. God, I'm fucking it all up or whatever.
Such a
fucking idiot.
And it's like, that's fun. That's fun to see. Like, in his head, he doesn't quite recognize like the levels he's playing at. And I mean, that's also kind of like what Jane thinks about, where she's like, when she's by herself, of like, when he's in lightspeed travel, she has to like find other people to pester or whatever. And so she'll like annoy somebody for like 20 years or whatever, but they're all much more boring than Ender. Like, nobody lives as full of a life as Ender does. Which that's fun.
I mean, kind of hard to.
I mean, it's hard to, right? I mean,
3,000 years old.
This is the bit where Ender goes to the coroner, right? He's like, hey, I need, help. And the coroner's like, oh, I'll be happy to help you. And then he's like, okay, shut the fuck up. Actually help me. And Jane
like, if you don't help me, I'm going to cause fucking problems for you.
I will rain
The jihad will start and you will die. And he's like, I'm sorry.
He's like, I will start an inquisition. Half of the colony will be shipped off world because he'll no longer be a Catholic. You won't have the Catholic rights. He's just like, it's like, I will obliterate the world you live in. Now, give me these records, please and thank you.
I love the part where he essentially snaps and gets control of all of the fucking computers in the room, or just the one fucking terminal.
Yeah. He uses Jane to like do it, and like the coroner's like, what? Like, how?
And he's so fucking scared.
It's like, immediately it's like, oh, you're like a high level person to have access to our computers, but again, wirelessly, and then able just to do it with a thought, basically. Like, what the fuck?
Yes.
It's good.
And then oh no!
He explains the condition Marchow had. He's like, well, normally it starts with the testicles and then it works the way through the body, but Marchow had like 6 kids or whatever, so like it couldn't have been that. And it's weird. It must have been an outlier.
Had to have been the last one.
Yes.
But I mean, for a moment I was like, it is genuinely possible that I could imagine a world where this got a lot darker and Novia was like, yeah, I'm gonna have like poisoned kids because I'm a bad person and this is what I deserve.
Well, she does use the analogy
she
of like
kind of got that in
poisoned
there.
fruit of her womb or something like that. Like, she does think about them in that way already, right? So like, what's a step further from the psychological poison to the like literal like genetic problem.
I mean, she's not a normal fucking woman. She got some issues.
But I mean, it is notable that Marchow's condition is unique in that he lived 10 extra years. Is the thing that he says is like, he lived like
out of hate
longer than everybody else. That's crazy. Those poor kids.
It's a hateful life,
right? Like
pure spite for those kids that aren't his.
Yeah,
living to cuck.
As Ender puts together immediately, Novia had been cheating on him with Lebo.
That'd be crazy.
Yes, that'd be unpleasant.
Which be bad. I'm gonna be real. I think that would not be good.
Lebo in total had 10 children.
What? So many.
It's so many kids, dude.
He had that dog in him, dude.
I mean, I think Jake calls him a dog. Like, damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like that.
That's fucking nuts. And then she points out, like, they're Catholic, so they won't divorce, but they also won't use birth control, which is so funny.
They say something like specific, and the line is really funny.
It's
I'm gonna try to find it.
It's really good. Yeah, you know, that's really crazy. And then the rest of the chapter is mostly watching my favorite siblings, Awanda and Miro, hang out together with the piggies. And you get some fun like piggy gender stuff going on of like piggies get really uncomfortable when women talk when a man is there. Like something's that just freaks them the fuck out. So like they can talk to Wanda when she's by herself, and they can talk to Miro, but if they're together, they just can't handle it. And any sort of like affection or any interaction really just sets them off for some reason.
It's very, very interesting. I found the line is the delicious contradictions of religious life, said Jane. She deliberately set out to commit adultery, but she would never dream of using a contraceptive.
It's so good.
Jesus Christ.
It's fucking crazy.
Oh, it's good.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Oh. But you know, they're hanging out with the piggies and they're talking. And it turns out at one point Awanda wanted to give them the Bible, specifically the Gospel of St. John. And Miro apparently is like is an atheist in some way, or at least anti-Catholic, anti-religion. And so he's like,
yeah,
if you're gonna do that, we have to give him the Hive Queen and the Hegemon. I mean, come on. They argue about this, and eventually they end up giving them both. And within a year, they were burning the Gospel of St. John.
Yeah,
but they had like put the Hive Queen, the Hegemon, in like a place of worship, like like they wrap it and everything.
God, that shit's so funny.
And they're asking for iron. They want metal, and you know, Miro wanna, you know, understandably, like we can't really do that. Like we don't really know how to get you metal, and like if we take anything from the colony, it'll be noticed because there's not a lot coming in and out of that place, you know. So like everything is known. And it's human. I think he says it, or it might be Arrow. It says, "Do you tell us that we are condemned always to be Varelse and never ramen?" Good line. And then
Brutal.
Piggies reveal that they know about the mines, which Miro makes a note to himself shouldn't be possible because there's no spot on the fence where you can see the mines. You would have had to gone inside the colony to see the mines, basically. And he's like, well, that's interesting. So they've been getting inside somehow. Great.
Awesome.
Like, good to know.
Love it.
And they're talking about the trees, and they're joking about the log cabin that they live in. Like, how do they do that without metal tools? And like, oh, obviously they pray them down, which apparently pissed off Awanda.
It's pretty funny.
And the piggies specifically, though, they bring out the Hive Queen and the Hedgehog because they want to meet Ender, because like, well, that's the speaker for the dead. Like, that's the guy. And they're like, no, it's not. It's just they're not. They all call themselves the speaker for the dead, but they're not all the same guy. They're like, no, that's our guy. We know. We saw his ship come down. We know it's him. And Miro's like, I'm still not sure. And
they might damn well know it's him.
They might. I wonder how they could know.
Whatever going on with the fucking females and the other presence on the planet.
Yeah. What's up with that? You got any thought? You said, Wren, you had a theory last episode about intentional design on this planet. Do you have any more of that, or any more big ideas about this book, like where it's going to go in the last third that we got coming up?
I mean, this book hasn't. I mean, this section didn't give us a ton more on the piggies, whereas section 1 was just so fucking much on the piggies. And I am still. Oh, you go.
I was gonna say the only real like detail is mentioned about how the Descalanda like inserts itself into the cell, like the mitochondria. That was the only thing that I jumped out as like new information. But like that's all we know.
I forget the exact wording of how I put it of like the two options I feel like it had to be.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm definitely the intentional design aspect, or at the very least some like greater force idea, still makes the most sense to me.
Okay. Interesting. All right. I was curious. I was wondering. I didn't think anything would have changed the needle on that. But you know, I was thinking about it.
I'm trying to remember what was the other one that I said.
It was. I don't remember either, unfortunately.
Oh, fucking Parthenogenic cloning was my other one.
Yeah, that they're like cloning themselves, kind of. Yes.
We'll see.
Interesting. And then Miro and Iwanda leave. And this is where Miro thinks that insane thing about Iwanda's virginity, which I don't love.
No good.
Not good. I wouldn't think it. I wouldn't say it out loud. I wouldn't say wouldn't do that one. And Miro's like, "Oh, I hate my father. I wish Peepo had been my father. Or Liba had been my father. And Iwanda says, "I'm glad he wasn't your father, because then I'd be your sister, and I could never hope to have you for myself."
Just screaming in my head.
No!
You cannot
do it.
this.
And then they made out in the tent.
They made out for a little bit.
It was, and the fandom says it's okay because they're siblings.
Yeah?
It's true.
This is the Children of the Mind chapter. We talked a lot about this already. Is there any... Saint Angela, that was the fucker's name. Is there anything else you want to talk about chapter 10 of did I write that?
I don't want to think about chapter 10.
I want to talk about
thinking...
the very end. So, like, when he's returned to his tent and he's turned back on his implant and nothing's happening, he writes first, "Forgive me, I need you." And then he writes, "Come back to me, Jane," he wrote. "I love you." And then he sent the message by Ansible out to where she could not possibly ignore it. Someone in the mayor's office would read it. As all open Ansible messages were read, no doubt the mayor, the bishop, Dom Cristo would all know it by morning. Let them wonder who Jane was, and why Speaker cried out to her across the light years in the middle of the night. Ender didn't care, for now he had lost both Valentine and Jane, and for the first time in 20 years, he was utterly alone. It's good. Good. That shit, deep in my bones. All of chapter 11 is, like, implanted in my psyche. Like, I think about this so much.
Yeah, that shit's great.
It's so good.
So chapter 11 is entirely from Jane's perspective.
It's all from Jane. When I was like, I want to cover Speak for the Dead, I wanted our first reading to end on chapter 11.
That could have. I mean, that would have been. That kind of would have worked because there's a
over decent
half
amount left.
The book left, which is crazy.
This back half, maybe I should have, but like, it was one of the things where I was like, I don't know. I ended just I'll split it 3 ways. I think that'll work better. But yes, I almost ended on this one because it's my favorite chapter of the book. It's one of my favorite chapters of anything ever. Jane is probably one of my favorite fictional characters. I love her.
No.
Yeah, hard to believe. I love her in this book. I love the conception of her, the way she works. I love the way she thinks. This chapter is just amazing. It resonates a lot in different ways. And I like her a lot. I really like the epigraph on this chapter about it's the Starways Congress talking about like they don't need militaries because they control the Ansible network, and like if you want to be connected to the rest of the world, you need to have the Ansible. So like either you comply or you don't. Basically, is the idea. Like it's soft power. It's good, cool way to think about the world. My note here, I sent this to Wren last night when we were chit-chatting a little bit. Reading the description of how Jane worked as an 8th grader was mind-altering. I've been chasing this high for years. Like, it's just fucking in my bones.
It's hard to not chase that high if you read this when you're like fucking 11.
Yeah, right?
I can definitely see why that was like, oh my god.
I'm like, oh my god, computers. It's so good. It echoes the thing we hear about the Hive Queen, right? Of like when the Hive Queen is this basically a massive entity, and all little drones are just like pieces of her and her psyche and stuff, and like that's just so alien, right? Like, it's just completely. So when they come to Earth, they kill a base of people to say like, hey, we're here. How are you doing? What's up? And to humanity, that was the worst thing you could have done. And Jane is the same thing, except she's aware of humanity as soon as she is born. She is created basically out of the Battle School's fantasy game computer. That's like her base memory is out of that. what's that?
Yeah, like she assimilated that after
she came into being. There is an explanation that she's actually like born out of like a few different programs, a few different people probably made to like manage the Ansible network. Because the Ansible network is light speed, so you can compute faster through the network than you can on physical hardware on one planet. So like people quickly realize like, oh, if we start building programs in the network, they'll be faster, which is fun. That's fun. That's the type of shit you get from a guy who's been thinking a lot about how the Atari 800 works. That's just that's the type of shit you get when you're like thinking about computers too much. I will say that thing I just said though. It's retconned in Xenocide. That's not really how it works.
Fuck you! Suck my dick, Orson Scott Card. How dare you? What the fuck do you mean? I'm so mad. What? God, I have my fucking hand. I have my fucking face in my hands right now, man. How do you cock your own writing? That's crazy!
It's like, I think, I don't know the exact details, but I do remember it being like, okay, that thing could be partially true, but like there's another thing that happens that's like more true. Like, it's like, this is the real reason Jane is like a person.
We have talked lightly about Xenocide together.
Is it the loving light of Christ?
No, it's more esoteric Mormonism than that. We'll talk about it.
It sucks. This sucks. This sucks, man. I'm so mad. I didn't. Whatever. Fuck you. This is your fault, man.
Oh, it's good.
Jane is the reincarnate. Is the technological representation of the angel Moroni.
No, it's not. It's not that literal. He makes up
John Smith, bro. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. Like
Joseph Smith.
Mormon. I don't know enough about esoteric Mormon occultism.
We won't get too far into this, but Wren, do you remember when I read Yumi, and I got really mad because I was like, "This is Mormonism again." The way that the spirits work. Okay, yeah, it's
yes, of course.
Yeah, it's related to that.
That's when we talked about Xenocide, and I got really angry because it involved Mormon wishes, it involved some stupid greater will shit. And I was like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I got real mad at that book because I thought not even that wrong. It wasn't even that wrong, but it's fine. Yeah, so that's Jane. You don't understand, you both had a very negative reaction to just the little snippet I said there. Now imagine reading this chapter, it's one of your favorite things ever, and then you read Xenocide and things keep happening.
It doesn't need to.
James. I think we talked about this last episode, where it's like, my desire to potentially read Xenocide, is up in the air. As I was reading this, I was like, I think I'm going to do it. Like, I think I'm going to give it a shot, just to kind of know. I think you just dashed all of my desire to do that. I was like, oh. Because one of my coworkers has never read Ender's Game, but has read Ender's Shadow.
That's crazy. That's
insane.
I
mean...
And he was like, yeah, Ender's Shadow is like really good. I was like, yeah, I hear that.
It can't be.
I've heard it's good. Like, that's the thing. I have heard it's good.
That's the one that people say is really good, besides like these two.
Those first few Shadow books, people really go to bat for. I know they go kind of fucking nuts in the last few, which of course they do. I've read these books. That's how it works.
We've read the wiki, man. I know what happens to those birds.
That was bad. I don't want to think about
that's
the birds.
So good. Oh, dude, think about the birds.
We can't.
The Xenocide is 600 pages?
So long. It is maybe the longest
Are you serious,
book
man?
ever written.
I'm not 100% serious, because it's 592. But
whatever, man.
Do I have my copy of Xenocide still, or did I get rid of that at some point? I think it's somewhere. It's not on my shelf right now where I can grab it.
That's longer than both of these put together.
Yeah,
he had a lot of thoughts.
Also, fun fact I learned when I was wiki diving a few weeks ago.
I guess.
A Xenocide and Children of the Mind were originally conceived as the same book and written as the same book. And then it had to be split. Which makes some of the early bits of Children of the Mind that I have read make a little more sense of like the way they're like flowing together. But
Orson Scott Card was the white guy who was looking at an encyclopedia in 1970 just going, "Oh, the Orient. How beautiful, how grand, how grand."
Are you reading about the China planet in Xenocide? Is that why you're saying that, or?
No, because we talked about Xenocide. You said it's the fucking planet. It's all China.
Yeah.
With their prayer temples and the OCD shrine maidens.
Which do you think is more Orientalist? Xenocide or James Clavell's Shogun?
Oh, man. See, I haven't read Xenocide. I have read a decent bit of Shogun.
I have not read Shogun.
I've been looking. I have a copy, and I've been looking at it a lot. But this guy I follow, this guy I watch on YouTube, who like covers a lot of history books.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name. It's bothering me. But he like was going like full immersive on Shogun. He was like reading a bunch of Japanese. He had like read a bunch of Japanese history books. He was reading a bunch of other Japanese history books while reading Shogun. He was like playing samurai games. He was watching a bunch of Akira Kurosawa flicks like while reading it, like going full in on Shogun. And he recently finished it and he was like, I did not like this book.
Good.
He was like, I'm sure it won't bother most. I respect the fuck out of this guy because he's one of the only people. Okay. You hear booktuber who covers a lot of history, and you expect him to have certain
thoughts and opinions,
proclivities towards the white race.
And he was also very like, hey, there's also like a lot of like white savior shit in here, and it's like you can think whatever you want about that, but like it's in there, and I did not like it. And he was just so annoyed. I know. I did too much research and I just couldn't see all of these fucking inaccuracies. And
I love that. That's the best thing in the world is out researching Shogun and just going, it's so fucked up how inaccurate their fucking kimonos were. And you're like, I guess that would piss me off too.
Learned a thing. Sorry, I was looking at the Shogun.
You're fine.
Wikipedia. That's the third book in what is called the Asian Saga.
Yeah, it's the third.
It's certainly
the first
called
one
the Asian
chronologically.
Saga.
I don't know anybody. I've never heard people's thoughts on any of those other books. I have told myself if I wanted to read Shogun, I would have to probably listen to the first two books because I don't want to read them. Just like Rat King and something
King
else.
Rat, Taipon, Shogun, Noble House, Whirlwind, Gaijin. Maybe. You know?
Amazing. Amazing.
People love Shogun.
Anyways, I think Shogun probably has a more thoughtful depiction of the people of Japan compared to a Xenocide and the concept of a Chinese person.
There's only one way to find out, I guess.
There's seemingly a generous intentionality behind Shogun, where in Xenocide it feels entirely what's the word?
The China Play stuff in Xenocide was serialized in a magazine before that book came out, if I remember correctly.
What the fuck is going on?
Why?
You gotta drum a pipe.
Okay.
The end of this book's crazy. I understand. You know, people were probably desperate. Like, what happens next?
So right now, if you're tracking my journey on if I'm going to read Xenocide, I've swung pretty hard in the ante. I did not know that book was that long, and I'm not like, I'm an adult man. I can read a long book. That sounds abysmal.
It's interminable. It just keeps happening, and like,
so it's a lot, man.
And there's fucking Children of the Mind after that.
Fucking.
Like, if I'm doing this for the purposes of, I kind of want to get to Ender's Shadow, like, I kind of want to see what that's about.
But Ender's
which I could
Shadow
just read
predates
now.
all of this.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Ender's Shadow does not intersect with these books in a meaningful way until, like, the most recent one, I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, until
like,
2021.
Yeah, like, they don't...
God damn.
The time
Until
difference is just
until
so
the last Shadow. I'm looking at the chronological chart of the Enderverse. Terrible.
Fucking awful. Fuck you,
Just call
Orson.
it. We don't need
Enderverse.
we don't need to have everything be a verse. It can just be the series.
I saw a
Or franchise.
news article yesterday for the new Fire Emblem game, and it said, in the Three Houses universe. And I'm like, brother, just say timeline or series.
A sequel or
anything but in the verse. What are we doing?
But yeah, Ender's Shadow, literally all of the like the original Ender, like Shadow books take place in between, which I guess makes sense because they're like on Earth, I think.
Yeah, it's because Ender's Shadow follows Bean after the war, and it's like, you know, Ender's fucked off into space, like he's not around anymore, and there's like military coup shit happening, and Bean has to help out. He's like that's the only person as smart as Ender.
Maybe that is cool.
We talked about this in the Enders video as well, but there's like 5 fucking Formic War books.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. We couldn't.
Those have to be just like the worst shit in the world.
Right?
Probably.
Well. There's also the Fleet School book, Children of the Fleet.
Yeah, Children of the Fleet. This, are these co-written?
I remember.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think all of the Formic. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe
Orson
the
Scott
Formic.
Card and Aaron Johnston. Aaron Johnston, that's a name. Hold on.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like Aaron Taylor Johnson, the actor.
That'd be crazy. That'd be so funny.
Wouldn't it?
He's only written these books. He's only written this game shit.
Yeah, I was like, that's what a fucking way to live.
You know, let's see. Oh, yep, there it is. Johnston is a Mormon. He first met Card when he was in the same LDS stake as him in North Carolina. I don't know what that is, an LDS stake.
I don't know what that is. Oh, hold on. He's also written...
Oh my god.
The original series Extinct.
Yes.
Which, of course, aired on BYU TV.
Oh, man.
I'm like, this is reminding me. So I had a teacher in middle school who was a Mormon. He didn't talk about it too much, but it came up. And he went to BYU. And he would show us clips. And I had a few Mormon kids who went to school with me, so I think I might have been aware of this already. But they had like an SNL show that BYU would do that was popular on YouTube that like they would put out and like had found like niche popularity. I have to. That can't
be good.
Oh my god! I remember watching. You know, your friends like, hey, check this out. And I'm like, oh, that's fun enough, I guess. The Wizard of Paz. This is unrelated. This is just a BYU TV programming. I have to find this fucking thing.
I've never heard of something that's more succinctly summed up Brandon Sanderson's sense of humor.
Yeah, right? It all makes sense.
Than the BYU SNL. It all fucking clicks now.
Speaking of SNL, this is like an entire tangent.
Go for
it. Met up with a friend the other day. My friend Ryan. Shout out to Ryan.
Let's go, Ryan!
Go, Ryan.
We went to go see Hard Boiled and Peking Opera Blues, but Peking Opera Blues got canceled. Hard Boiled didn't. That movie fucking rules. And it was interesting talking to Ryan, not like in a bad way. Obviously, he's a good friend. He's a good guy. They're good people. But very like into SNL, like had like opinions and like knew a lot about SNL, which is just not somebody I've encountered.
I wish I could have opinions about SNL. I wish I cared.
I've just like never encountered somebody who like has opinions on SNL in my entire life.
Also, I've found
or has like informed opinions on SNL, like has been watching it consistently.
I found the title of this show. It's called Studio C. Apparently
Studio C on the Sunset Strip.
Nope, that's a different one. Apparently Stephen He and Terry Crews were special guests for season 19. And Will Forte and Jack McBrayer from 30 Rock were special guests on season 3. That's Kenneth. Kenneth was on this apparently.
That's...
Oh, that makes so much sense.
It's good. Yeah, Studio C.
Get me out of here.
Hell. Started in 2013.
The original Shadow books are apparently sometimes called the Bean Quartet, which I think is
the Bean Boy.
Oh, thank God, the Bean Quartet.
Wild shit happens to Bean in those books. It's like... Can I talk about this? I'm going to talk about this. Spoilers for that.
Do we want to talk about this on air?
Yeah, we're talking about this on air.
Okay.
Bean is like... It turns out the reason Bean is so smart and also so small as a child is like he's the product of like a genetic experiment that a bunch of kids went through. And I think they all died except for him. But a part of this, though, is that like as he gets older, he's not stopping growing. So like he's normal sized adult when he's like 20. But like he like suffers from like intense gigantism. So like the second half of the Shadow series is Bean and his children going out into goddamn space to try and find a cure. And I think he dies.
What?
I think he dies, and then Last Shadow happens, and Bean's children like meet up with the Ender crew on Lusitania. I'm pretty certain. I was reading about this the other day. Fucking nuts. Ain't that something?
There's not a plot summary of The Last Shadow on Wikipedia.
Isn't that also something? I had to go to the Wikipedia. Don't read the plot summary though, Seth, because there are things in there that are like major spoilers that we're gonna hold on to.
Fucking truth nukes. Truth nukes incoming.
Don't look at what that's about. So that's chapter 11 of Speaking from the Dead, my favorite chapter in the book.
Maybe your favorite chapter of anything ever.
It's amazing. No, I do want to read some stuff from this. First of all, the description of what happens to the fantasy game I rule from like, again, this is Orson thinking a lot about how computers work. Of like, yeah, Ender like broke its programming and it started having to like grab things that it had never used before, like create things just for Ender. It basically in real terms like reached outside of its memory map. And like this happens in Half-Life. There's a glitch you can do in that game where you overflow your health counter, you underflow your health counter, and your health numbers start becoming like weapon icons because the game is just reaching through its memory and like pulling images that it can display. And it's like, that's fun. That's very much a real technical thing that like Orson is familiar with because he's like programming these games on his Atari 800.
Awesome.
And then there's, I don't know if this stuck out to you. The word intercourse is used to describe Ender and the fantasy game. Like their relation when they were...
I did not catch that, which is surprising.
I should have grabbed the full quote. I didn't, unfortunately. But yeah, it's Ender, the intercourse between Ender's mind and the fantasy game, I think, is the line. And so this part, it's good. Wrote it down. It's got some stuff in there that we pointed to early, but I still like it. So when he reached up to his ear and turned off the interface for the first time since he had implanted it, Jane did not feel it as a meaningless switch off of a trivial communications device. She felt it as her dearest and only friend, her lover, her husband, her brother, her father, her child, all telling her, abruptly, inexplicably, that she should cease to exist. It was as if she had
shit's strange.
It was as if she had been placed in a dark room with no windows and no door. As if she had been blinded and buried alive. Good.
Sorry, I didn't realize we were still yapping.
It's fine, it's good. It's a little strange. I know, I think it works. Yeah.
I think it works for her specific cognition. But it is also colored by the material that surrounds it and the text twist that it's inside of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everything exists within the context.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. No,
I'm agreeing with you, yeah.
It sounded facetious.
No, I was like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, everything is within context, yes.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, this context of like, I don't know, what is Orson Scott Card trying to say about the beauty of love and relationship when all of these are framed in a vaguely incestuous way?
There is later in this chapter, this is something that, like, again, never really stuck out to me as a kid. It would bump up as like, that's kind of weird. But like having read Orson talk about family, like capital F, the family, his talk of like Ender's ancestral need to have children or whatever, I'm like, this is this sucks.
Yeah, I did
This
not
is
like that
good.
part.
I don't like this.
It's
Specifically.
weird.
I thought that was really gross.
Yeah, no, I'm not about all that. And
Freaky guy.
the bit where Jane is like, she thinks through what happened. She analyzes from all these different angles. She figures out like why Ender would do that, and she's like, you know what? Fine, I'm not gonna be mad about it. And then the next line is, it was a good decision, and Jane was proud of it. The terrible thing was she couldn't carry it out. Which I love that. That's so good. Just like, yeah, it's really. And then there's another line where it's like, yeah, it's really easy to make a rational decision. It's really hard to follow through on it. Like, yeah, you know.
And she could not.
She could not, but she does make a decision, which is she like collates all the data available to her. She figures out the Novahan's secret, figures out what she was hiding and what Lebo figured out. I really like the description of like Lebo figured it out, or Peepo figured it out on like instinct. She had to like read all of his data and then like just brute force an answer out of the data available to her, because she's like, there's something here, and you know, she has the answer. She has all the parts, but she doesn't know how it comes together. Like, and so she has to just brute force it. That's cool.
I love that.
That's cool. I love computers. Again, I've talked about before my love of like AI in fiction, like the idea of like a computer that thinks and how a computer could think. Again, it all just comes from this. It's all extrapolated out from this. And I love that.
I'm getting
I love
that.
This. Yeah, right.
Like, it all makes total sense.
Yeah, this is why you are the way you are.
Fuck, the call's coming from inside the house.
Yeah, you know?
Shit.
And so yeah, she like puts all this data together, and basically, with the evidence available to the scientists on the 100 Worlds, sends out like a memo basically saying like, "Huh, weird. I wonder what the piggies are doing over here to do our agriculture. Wonder what caused that." And immediately people start figuring out like, oh shit, the cultural contamination has happened, and they have been lying about it, and in secret. Immediately they're trying to dissolve the colony, and they're like gonna obliterate basically any trace of humanity on the planet. That's what they say.
I specifically love that Jane thought about it and realized it's gonna be some fuck ass grad student in 2 decades who's gonna notice it on the satellites. I'm just gonna expedite it now. Fuck this.
It's
so funny.
Which, I mean, does also kind of ring with the thing Ender says to the morticianer, the coroner, of like, in about 3 decades, the population of Milagre will be too big, and you're gonna have to start like exporting people anyways. People are gonna start having to like leave the colony because it's too big. It'll be too big at that point. So that's interesting.
It's so interesting.
Yeah, right.
It isn't.
Okay. The Catholic license.
Their whole society is so fucked.
It's colonization, man.
I have a question for the two of you.
Yeah.
I'm imagining the Lusitanian colony as this, like, it's a semi-developed city, but they like will describe these more hodgepodge structures, and they'll describe like cars and not really roads, but kind of roads. Yeah. I've got this very like specific image of the city. I want to know how you guys are imagining it.
Yeah, I mean it's basically it's a decent sized town. But the fence, the thing that is always kind of caught me off guard, but is the fence is like the fence is far away enough from the town that they can't see it from the town. Really, and the parts where they can are like less populated, because that's where Novihan, they live like right up against it, but most of the town is much further away. They have a river that goes through the town as well, because they talk about the river grass in chapter 12, and like the river and stuff. There's also a really funny thing Ender does with that river, I think next chapter that we'll talk about, that I think about all the time. Basically what you said, just like it's a smallish town in my mind. They don't really have like tall structures. It's a lot of like 1-story, 2-story buildings.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of I can like imagine it in my head. I'm trying to think of like how I would best describe it.
More
like you said, like 1 to 2-story building. I actually imagine that almost every building is probably 1 story. Except I imagine the church. The church probably isn't probably 2 stories, but is like
it's higher up,
noticeably
it's up on a hill.
larger. Oh, that is true.
Like
I imagine it just like physically being a like taller building than everything else.
I do have. I mean, I think I mentioned this on Ender's Game of like there are parts of that book and this book where like because I've read these books for so long, so much that like there are images that like I can't. They're not in the book as far as I can tell, but like that's just how things look in my head, sort of thing. Like, and one thing I realized a few years ago is I realized that the way I imagined the terminals they use in this book specifically is the loot boxes from Overwatch, like the very specific design they have, like this box with like a circle in the center, like something about like I just transposed that idea because they're all holograms in this, right? It's like there's like a box in there that you type on and it projects the image up. So I'm like, I don't know. At some point, that wire got crossed. No idea what's going
fascinating.
on. But that's
you created like a nexus of evil in your mind.
Yeah, deep evil.
Overwatch with Orson Scott.
The mind of Orson Scott Card. Yeah.
I wouldn't personally, but I respect.
Yeah, you know it happens.
Respect that guy.
Spend so much time asking if you can. You never ask yourself if you should.
I'm doing a Jurassic Park in my mind, but for like terrible people.
That's me coming up with the Woody Allen Bill Maher interview that just happened.
Oh, what?
That shit was.
I did not.
There was also the Bill. Entirely. Did you see the Bill Maher Ben Shapiro one?
Jesus
I did not.
Christ.
I didn't care about that one. But
why?
Because it doesn't have Woody Allen in it.
Yeah, I mean, come on. The answer's obvious, Wren. I don't know why you had to ask.
But it's terrible interview. But it is impressive how much Bill Maher makes Woody Allen look like a normal guy.
Terrifying thing.
Because he's just like the most pathetic evil man to ever exist.
What a bummer thing.
It's so. There's like a scene. Not a scene. What am I talking about? There's a moment.
Yeah.
In that interview where I think Woody Allen says something about like, I could never make like Lawrence of Arabia or whatever. And Bill Maher is like stumbling over himself to be like, well, there's a bunch of stuff that you do that they couldn't ever do. He's like so pathetic. It's really something to watch. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it's a lot to take in.
I have an ongoing bit with my buddy that when he's pissing me off, I'll send a photo of Bill Maher into his DM because it makes him so angry.
That's good.
It's been really rewarding for me.
Chapter 12. It's very short. It's cute. I like it. It's just, again, Alhaldo roasting the hell out of Ender because he doesn't know how to use the computer because he's been using Jane for 20 years or whatever. Like he just has it. And computers have changed. Like that's the other thing. It's like that's thousands of years. He doesn't know the commands, is what he says. He's like, I don't know what the fucking tell. I know how computers work. And Alhaldo figures that out also. It's like, he obviously understands computers, like, deeply. He just doesn't know the words to make it go. So you need to, like, watch me do it so he can do it.
I love that.
Oh, yeah, here's the line I was trying to quote earlier. I got no eyes, speaker, but at least that wasn't my own fault. You don't know how to do anything. It's
so funny.
So good. They're just kind of fucking around, and then, Nominha is sitting in her office, seething about Ender. She's got fucking she's in spades with Ender, to put in Homestuck terms for you, Seth. And she's just seething and mad.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And King comes in and is like, what the fuck? Why aren't we doing something? And he's like,
we need to kill this guy.
He's like, this is, what does he say exactly here, Wren? I think you probably remember it better.
I texted you last night.
You had a very strong reaction to this, which, to be fair, good.
Novinha slapping her son is one of the saddest things I've read in this book.
It's
probably the saddest.
It's so upsetting. Like,
made me really upset.
Violence perpetuates
She's like,
itself.
I haven't touched him in like
a decade.
Years.
Yeah.
And she slaps the shit out of him. It's so miserable.
Like, why? And, yeah, I mean, she says, like, why was the first time I do, like, to attack instead of embrace or whatever? I can't remember the exact quote.
Yeah, let's see if I can find it. Yeah. Flipping through the pages. The devil disguises himself by seeming to do good acts, and then Quentin King, don't lecture me on demonology. Take me to the speaker's house and I'll deal with him. Good.
So funny.
Oh yeah, it occurred to her as that she hadn't so much as embraced the boy since he was Grago's age. When did I decide to be so cold? And why, when I touched him again, was it a slap instead of a kiss? Good. A+.
Made me feel really terrible.
It is one of those moments where it's just like truly deflating, like every part of my body. Just like I
gotta sit down.
Bummer. And they go over to visit Ender because she's mad because she's mad because Ender accessed all of her files using the things that Ohaldo taught him, but didn't cover it up in any way, seemingly on purpose to draw her out. But I
think very much on purpose.
I think it is on purpose, but I also like the idea that she thinks it's on purpose, but he like legitimately just doesn't know.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't know. I don't have to read-write records. Who cares? But yeah, he accessed the files and he figures out. I don't know. He doesn't figure out. He figures out that the files are. I think he might have known this for a while. That the files are why Peepo was killed, but like doesn't know like the specifics of what happened because he still can't access them even with his password because he's like. That's the other thing is like he's seemingly because he's been around so long and he was there like when Star Wars Congress began. He has like high level access over like even other people in the colony and like the mayor and stuff. Like he can access things that other people,
which I love.
Yeah, that's great, right? That's fun. And also, you can think like maybe Jane did that at some point, like just upgraded his accesses. It's good. And the game. So this is the thing. She comes in to like the little tent that Ender is staying in, and Ohaldo and Ender are playing a game, and it's the fucking Command School game. It's the game that Ender played. That was not a game when he played it. It was real. But it's the same damn thing.
It's Ender's game.
It's Ender's game. And I'm like, that's cool. That's fun.
Whoa!
And then Ender whips his ass in it. He's like, go fucking play that back. Study what just happened, and you'll figure out why you lost. And then this is, and then he's like screaming at him, and he leans in, and he just like whispers like, I wish I have the book. I can pull it out. I don't have to just.
It is possible.
I have it right here. I have my bookmark, so I can find it.
Also, I sent a sketch of what I thought their dinky, like hodgepodge houses look like.
Yeah, I think it's about right.
That's good.
I think there's a mention of like tiled roofs at one point that I noticed this time. But yeah, especially like what Novina's house looks like, right? Because it's just a bunch of shit ass buildings like stuck together. Yeah, it doesn't matter at all if you live or die, said Novina, but you'll never get access to those files. You don't seem to understand that you don't have the right to put blinders on other people's eyes. Your son and his sister go out every day to meet with the piggies, and thanks to you, they don't know whether their next word or their next act will be the death sentence. Tomorrow I'm going to them, because I can't speak people's death without talking to the piggies. I don't want you to speak through, blah, blah, blah. But there's that bit where he says, your son and a sister. That's good. And she doesn't comment on it. It's not until like the next section where she's like, wait a second.
Yeah, until a bit after that.
Like, he knows everything. All of my secrets he's already figured out. He's been here for a day, and he's already got it all down. Good. The book is good. The fucking... I love Ender so much.
The book is good.
The book is good. Damn. Any more thoughts? Any more thoughts about this?
We didn't bring this up, but I do think it's just an interesting thing. Noviha knows that Miro is in love with his sister.
Yeah, well, does she?
And it's just like,
no, I don't think she does.
Kind of knows.
Because Miro
she says something about how Miro is going to ask for her hand in marriage, and she'll have to tell him
Yeah, she
that,
does. Yeah,
that
you're right.
that's not possible. I don't know if she, like, 100% knows that they're, like, in a relationship, but I think she at least suspects that that is, like, a high possibility.
Yeah. And just, at least doesn't know that they're, like, physically active. Probably doesn't to the extent. Yeah, because they do mention, like, that Miro and Oana have to, like, keep it on the down low, and, like, that their mother... Miro knows that Nova will never approve, but does not know specifics. Because he thinks that she hated Peepo. And it's like, well, no, she loved him a lot. It's just, you know... she's got a lot of other things going on and weighing her down in that regard.
Whole lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, man.
But if we don't have anything else, any stray notes, anything y'all want to
cover? Not right now. I'm like, a lot of my thoughts, I'm just kind of like, I want to know. You know,
right?
like, I want to know what's next. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta read the back half of this book, apparently.
Basically,
fuck.
Yeah.
You say fuck, but I'm pretty excited.
I have to read this book I liked. It sucks.
Fuck. That was what I was thinking, like, this week. I was like, oh, I have to make sure I read that for the recording. I was like, what am I talking? I love this book. What do you mean I make sure? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I was feeling that last night during work. I was like, oh, wait, I love this book. What am I talking?
This is really good.
What's wrong with me? Yeah. Oops.
Broken people.
Oops, we made work out of the thing we love. Oops. But
maybe
next time we're going to be finishing the book, as we said, just read the rest of it. And that's it. You can follow us on the Blue Sky. And you can, more importantly, you can email us at bogfrogbookpod@gmail.com, which somebody did. We got an email. I'm not going to say their full name because I don't know if they want me to say it. They didn't give me a name to say, so I'm just going to use their first name. We got an email. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's kind of long, but I'll read the highlights. We got an email from Ignacio. Hello, people from the Bog Frog Book Podcast. I want to say that I enjoy your podcast throughout my day while I'm cleaning, cooking, or exercising. So I wanted to give some suggestions and recommendations for books to maybe talk about in the future or just read in your free time. Thank you very much. If anybody else has suggestions, please write in, like I said to the previous email.
Yeah.
Blogfrogbookpod@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah.
I will add all of these to our spreadsheet. First one, I think very, very funny suggestion. Moby Dick by Herman Melville. Since you guys talked about Dracula in one of your podcasts, it looks like you are open to old books, so I wanted to recommend it. I just find this book to be really funny. Which is,
probably. I've never read it.
I
also haven't.
I follow a bot on Blue Sky that posts random sentences from Moby Dick. It's pretty good.
Every once in a while, like I've seen people post sentences of it, and it'll like. So I mean, it does seem genuinely like an intentionally very funny book.
Yes.
And also it's just like the rawest shit of all time.
Right? Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
The ultimate hater's handbook, Moby Dick.
Honestly, man, it really is.
Number 2, 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. A book about the generational misfortune and loneliness of a family lineage. It's like JoJo's, but in Colombia.
I've meant to read this book
we probably should read that.
Yeah, for a million years at this point.
Yeah. We'll get to it. Number 3, Sisyphean by Denpo Torishima. A sci-fi biopunk meaty story in which we follow the workers in their day-by-day workplace, serving a giant blob of meat and enjoying the little things in life, like lunch, which is so bad that if you puke, they force you to eat it again with your puke. Cool. That
awesome.
That does sound.
I've never heard of this, but it does sound. Yeah, that sounds exactly like something that we
should definitely cover that one. It'll like change Ren's brain. And then
Probably.
2 manga, which I think this is Ignacio. You know us because these manga, I'm pretty certain, at least 2/3 of us have read 2. We've read these. Dorohedoro by Kyu Hayashida. Story about a guy with a...
We gotta kill him.
Story about a guy with a lizard head who tries to discover his true identity by killing the wizard that cursed him. Really gorgeous art. That is what that manga is about. I just don't know if I've ever read it put out like that. I'm like, yeah, it is about trying to kill a wizard. That's true. I forgot.
That's great.
It's good.
Yeah,
I've read it.
I think we all have.
I read it back in 2018, 2017, like right after it finished, I believe.
I
never finished it, but I like it.
Oh,
I read it in like 2020. I liked it quite a bit. I kind of want to reread it
Me too.
at some point. I mean, maybe we will.
Let me know when y'all do so I can finish it.
I mean, maybe we might. Maybe we'll do it for the
show. What I'm saying.
Yeah.
God, that'd be so tight.
And then this one also got a giggle out of me because I know you've talked about this, Ren. Hoseki no Kune, Land of the Lustrous, by Haruko Ichikawa.
Yeah.
It's the Ship of Theseus paradox, but like a manga with rock people trying to not be kidnapped by moon people in a post-apocalyptic world. Which I didn't know that. I didn't know about the moon people. But I know Ren,
moon people,
you read
very
it.
important. Ship of Theseus, very important.
Ren, you read it.
All
right? Like you like burned through it.
So, very specifically, I read that New Year's Eve while almost exclusively listening to the song Velocity by like one song for like the entire day because I was just locked in and I put it on repeat and I'm like, this song's really good. Let me fucking
do you
who made Velocity? Nuremberg, not Nuremberg.
Have I told you my story of, for some reason, listening to a song over and over again while doing something?
No.
Could be a lot of things. I don't think so.
No.
I do not know why I did this. Truly, no clue. The night before, I was like about to be on a long flight. And for some reason, it was that night, Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus came out.
Yes, okay.
So like I had a flight at like 4 a.m. and I'm like, I'm not gonna go to sleep. I'm just gonna play this new DLC for my favorite game of all time.
Sure.
And for some reason, I also decided to listen to Ocean Man by Ween for like 3 hours straight.
I get it.
That's crazy.
I don't know, like, I don't know
about that
if
song's like hypnotic. I get it.
It is kind of hypnotic, but I don't know if either of you played Afterbirth Plus on launch.
I did not know. I
haven't played Isaac.
Way after. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The game was, I was gonna say, a broken mess, right? Like unplayable.
In an incredibly bad place. Not like broken, like it wasn't like glitchy or anything, but there was a ton of things that were added that just like completely threw off the balance of the game. A lot of items that like just did not help you in any way. Like as of Repentance, most items give you some sort of stat boost.
Yeah.
Even if they don't also have like a good effect. There were these like unkillable enemies that didn't hurt you but just kind of push you around.
That's no good.
And they're still in the game, but they like tire themselves out and will like stop for a second. They didn't do that on launch. So they would just like endlessly come at you. And if you say you like got into into a room and there was like one enemy across the way and like 4 of these guys, it was just possible that you didn't have enough damage to kill the enemy before they cornered you to the point where you just couldn't move.
It's no good.
There was also the infamous Blastosis. Is that the boss? It's a big gooey guy that jumps around, and it's in the womb specifically.
Okay.
There was just this room that could spawn where 4 of them would be in, and they would just fucking jump you.
Is that the like boss that has like the worm inside of it? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh
yes.
my god.
It was just 4 of those spawned and then jumped on top of you. Like an empty room, but 4 of those. It was so mean. I mean, they fixed it for the most part. I think by the time Repentance came out, like, that game is good.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just remember, like, by the, like, second hour of that, it would like there would be that brief moment between Ocean Man ending and Ocean Man starting where I could like hear the rain outside and I would just be sitting there like having lost like 30 runs in a row and then being like, what the fuck am I doing? So, like I have a flight in a couple hours. Like, why am I doing this?
That's so fucking.
That's incredible. Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
Oh, and this email.
Oh yes, sorry, I was enraptured.
Yeah, I had the story to tell.
Yeah, but I want to share. When I was in high school, I didn't have a smartphone, but I had a little phone, and I had The Wall by Pink Floyd on it. And so I would start my day. Okay. I would turn on The Wall. I would have my headphones, and I'd have it on loop. And I would get through the day, and I've listened to The Wall at least once or twice, like every day for like a few months. I was doing this.
One time I was taking a test in, I think, like Algebra 2 or some shit. Mm-hmm. And I put on Echoes by Pink Floyd. Yeah. Okay. And I, forgot I was listening to a song. So when the singing started, like 16 minutes in, I legitimately jumped.
That's awesome.
I just completely forgot.
I get it.
It's scary.
Do you guys have this thing? Sometimes I will realize that I have, noise or music playing in my head that I was not aware of, and I will notice it, and then it will stop, and then I notice how quiet everything is. Ever have that?
Yeah. I've had that happen before.
No, I got tinnitus. I never had that.
You got tinnitus now. Yeah, you got noise constantly. Lucky son of a bitch.
Oh, that's not... I've had that since I was, probably 13.
Crazy.
Do you want it again?
Tinnitus? No,
should we give you it more?
Yeah, should we scream really, really loud?
Should I clap your ears?
I don't think it was trauma-induced. I think it's just...
You were just born like that?
No, I think it's just because it started when I hit puberty and started taking a bunch of SSRIs. So I think it's probably involved with that.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah.
It's not like a disease that you're getting that turns your ears and your testes and your liver into fatty tissue.
No. I don't have I need to get cucked disease.
To finish...
I mean, you will know by the time you hear this answer to your email. Yeah, Wren's playing Silk Song.
You're looking at the
Yeah, I'm playing a lot of Silk Song.
It's
been really fun.
And to finish that email, thank you, Ignacio. Very, very kind of you to send something.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate a lot. These are very good recommendations. And if you want to do this, I already told you how. I'm not going to say it again, but you can follow me on Blue Sky at Blaident, Blaident. You can follow Seth at Little Seth Amphetamine, and Wren, where can they find you?
Farting.
Nice. All right, that's it. That's the show. Goodbye. See you.
Goodbye.
See you in a few weeks.
See ya.
Enjoy the book.
Did that get you, man?